Hey Pokemon trainers, welcome to Training Riolu. I am just give me 1 second because I'm finishing up promoting the channel. Yo, what's up Father Elmo? What's up Cobalt? Yo, hell yeah. Yo, last night me, Father Elmo, and Cobalt were all part of this stream where Cobalt was trying to save his channel. Yo, yo, GG's Cobalt, you did it, man. I'm proud of you, dude. Yo, you did it solidly. Give me 1 second though. I'm posting this stream. Give me 1 second. Will RNG be kind? Yeah, that is a good question. It's a good question. Will RNG be kind? Yo, I don't think it typically is. Hopper, yo, what's up, Hopper? What's up, Austin? Yo, Austin, what's good, Hopper? What's good, Austin? Welcome to the chat, guys. I'm happy you're here. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna post this to Instagram too. Man, I wanted to be ready by 1:30, and I was like trying to figure out like putting hashtags in the whatchamajig in the description below, and so. Yeah, I put hashtags in there for the first time in a while. I started doing that when we first started, but it didn't seem to make a difference, so I'm doing it right now, and we'll see if it changes anything. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, so give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. I love that movie, Rio. Yo, yo, with the birds. Yo, Father Elmo. Hell yeah, dude. Hopper and Cobalt just did a fusion, and then Father Elmo is like like ooh woo. Father Elmo is ooh woo, and give 1 sec. Okay, will RNG be kind? Question mark. Shiny Mewtwo, please. Okay. I don't know if anybody's gonna care about that, but yo, there we go. There we go. I'm sending that off. Off you go. All right, and then I'm gonna hop in here. I'm in the stream. I'm gonna like the stream, guys. If you guys, oh, there's 4 likes. There's 4 people watching. Yo, everybody's liked the stream, so I won't have to tell you guys. Okay. Oh shit, my voice. My voice. Okay, there we go. Do we have the counter is ready? What? This one? Yeah, it's that one. Counter is ready to go. Yeah, I see. Okay. We're ready to go. Okay, I've got your predictions written down. Lurking while working? Yo, W's. Lurking in a box. Austin, I love the little lurking cat that you have, dude. That is adorable. Okay. Yo, guys, if I missed your chats, I got Mega Floette. Hell yeah. Yo, Wyatt, GG's on getting Mega Floette. I hope it serves you well. You know, having a solid like legendary Floette like that. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, let's hop into this. All right, we're gonna get started on resets. Yo, sorry about the wait. I was like, I wanted to be on time, so I was like, I might as well put my face on camera while I'm getting this stuff going. You know, like, okay, let's do it. Let's hop into it. But yo, happy Monday, everybody. Yo, you're kicking off your week with me. I appreciate you being here. Yo, hell yeah, let's get this started off right. Maybe we can knock this out with a shiny Mewtwo. Yo, let's get this Monday started with, it's like Mewtwo Monday. You know what I'm saying? Mewtwo Monday. Let's get this Mewtwo Monday going. I'm off today and tomorrow. Meal prepping right now. Whoa, hell yeah, Cobalt. What, yo. I'm digging what you're doing right now, man. You're getting ready for your week. It's a solid plan. All right, you got this preparation going. What are you making for food? What are you making for food? Yo, I love that meal prep. Hi, everybody. Yo, if I didn't say, Austin, I'm glad you're here. Wyatt, I'm glad you're here. Hopper, I'm glad you're here. Cobalt, Father Elmo, you guys are legends. Thank you for being a part of this community and building this up to what it is. Yo, I'm glad you guys are all here. I'm glad you guys are all here. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys weren't in Cobalt's stream last night, but he did this stream where he was playing, Poppy Playtime, all the Poppy Playtime chapters, and he had to like beat the game in 5 hours. And it like people were, it was funny because from my perspective, I don't know like how the chapters play out, so I wasn't sure what to expect for like when the chapter ended. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't sure like exactly how each story was going to end. So like, it was kind of a little bit surprising whenever a chapter would end. I'd be like, oh, okay, we're moving on to the next story. Hell yeah. And so like when he got to chapter 5, he had like Cobalt had like 2 hours to beat the chapter. It was pretty incredible. All right. Like he had 2 hours to beat the chapter and it's like, oh, he's got this. It got down to like the last 15 minutes. And so the story was playing out and I was like, he was on a train. He beat like the prototype and there was like 15 minutes left. And like he was getting to some computer thing. And I was like, dude, what is going to happen? Like, people were worried like, oh, your channel's going to be deleted. Your channel's going to be deleted. And I was like, what happens after this? Like what is happening with the story? I don't know when it ends. And so Cobalt ended up like knocking out the computer, having like a cool like at least 10 minutes left on this challenge, and he saved his channel. It was incredible, guys. It was like down to the wire. So that shit was wild. If you missed it, you missed it. But if you were there, you were rooting for Co, man. You were rooting for Co to win. You know what I'm saying? At least I was. I was like, he's got this. He's got this. He's got to have it. Okay, just browning ground meat, then cooking burgers after for the fam. Hell yeah. Okay, and you guys are having like a family stream later today where we all get to be in Tamagotchi life with you guys. That's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I'm glad you have your own Tamagotchi character now on your own me in Tamagotchi life. I saw that last time. Co, hell yeah. Father almost said, unfortunately, Co couldn't make it. Okay, Co didn't beat his game last night. He didn't save his channel. That would have been wild. That would have been a terrible time. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and then we all just get like deleted. that would have been one like multiverse, right? Where it didn't happen. Oh, that's so nice of you, Co. Your family is blessed to have you. Hell yeah. Making burgers? Hell yeah. I hope they're all like, woo, burgers, baby. He failed the 2 plushes at chapter 2, and that really hurt his timer. Yeah, dude. I didn't know what was happening. Like, man, there some of the chapters I was like, what am I watching? Like the Yarnabee thing was interesting. I didn't like. I was like, the design of Yarnabee was really weird because you had like the 2 heads that opened up and stuff like that. We got to watch. I saw Poppy Playtime had like these commercials, and it was like all these like it was almost like Care Bears or like Pound Puppies is what it looked like. And so like it was like the something Playtime friends, you know what I mean? So it's like all these little animals, elephants and dog, like dogs, and then like the cat is like this like almost like evil thing that puts everybody to sleep, and like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like, is he gonna kill everybody in their sleep? And so I saw that commercial, and then I was not expecting. I didn't know like that chapter wasn't really about those. It was kind of about those pals, but it was chapter 4 wasn't really about those pals. It was like there was a lot of other stuff going on. It really centered around like the penultimate like episode of like Poppy and the prototype finally engaging in their goals. Seems like the prototype has an understanding of what to do, and Poppy has an understanding of what to do, and their perspectives aren't aligned. But your character seems to be like a worker from the past, and you're going through and uncovering all these mysteries about like what happened with Poppy Co. or whatever it's called, and like the like it's interesting. It is interesting because there is like elements of how the downfall of the company happened in the game, and you're playing through like some of those things and surviving through it and stuff like that. So it is interesting. And at the end of chapter 5, like where you're at, it seems like they almost like they put you into a toy or something like that. So I wonder what's going to happen in the next game. Okay. So we've made it through Midnight's predictions and one of Dialga's predictions. But we did not get the shiny. So I hope we can land the shiny on one of you guys' predictions. I would have liked to do it on Midnight or Dialga's prediction, but I'd like to land this Mewtwo on everybody's prediction. So yo, if you have a prediction of when we're gonna get this shiny, I think today we're going to 700 resets. So let me know from 500 to 700. Let me know if you have a prediction. I'll write it down. Basically, if I land the shiny on your prediction, I'll open up a couple packs of cards, and then I'll send any hits that I get to you. Okay, so if I have a God pack, I'm gonna send the whole pack to you. You know what I'm saying? There you go. I ordered some really spicy hot sauce for tomorrow's stream. Okay, yeah. Oh, whoops. Yo, that's gonna be wild. I have a feeling you probably won't have to take too many shots of hot sauce, right? Because it's your challenge code is if you die in Mario, you have to take a shot of hot sauce. Is that what you're doing tomorrow? Because I played through Mario Sunshine, and I think there's a couple of points that it gets kind of tough. I know, like, I didn't know what I was doing for like the blooper boss and blooper. Yeah, I think I probably died at blooper, just falling off the map and stuff like that. I'm terrible at Mario Sunshine. Okay. So there may be some hot sauce consumption. Yeah, that's cool though. I like hot sauce. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a fan of hot sauce. I like really spicy things. Whenever I've been challenged to like take spicy hot sauce and eat spicy, consume spicy hot sauce, like I can get my mind in the right mindset to kind of like I don't know, work through it or push through it. So I like that challenge. I like the challenge. There's some like physical reactions your body goes through, right? Like you start sweating and stuff like that. But like it's all a mental game. You get that stuff on your tongue, and it's like the sensations work their way through your body, and then mentally you can just kind of like you can kind of like push through it or like push through it. I don't know how to describe that, because it is an interesting like sensation. Like I think what's the worst part of like consuming hot sauce is like once it's like burning through the back of your throat and like it hits your nasal passage and it starts like affecting, you can feel it in your lungs. That's where it starts getting tough, because you don't want to cough. You don't, Hopper, I'm at your prediction, man. You don't want to cough. You don't want to like show signs of it being hot. And so like you just like you delve into like yourself, your body, you delve into like what your body is feeling, and you like you're like, okay, I'm in control, not you, hot sauce. Hot sauce, I'm in control. There you go. Yo, I don't know about you guys. Can you guys do that? You guys have that do you guys do that? Have you done that? Like man, I've had like the ghost pepper hot sauce and I'm still like, I don't think ghost pepper hot sauce is as hot as some of the other stuff I've had. There was like some like atomic something or yeah, man, I've had, there's been hot sauce that have been like really that have been hotter than like ghost pepper hot sauce. And the Scoville level, sorry, is that right? Scoville levels are like super high. Am I talking about the Pokemon, Capsicid and Scovillian. Yeah. I think that it's based on like capsaicin and Scoville. Yeah, like the measure of capsaicin. Okay, yo, I don't, okay, I think I got the naming scheme down for Capsicid. There we go, I got it, I figured it out. Okay, Hopper, we didn't get the shiny. I'm sorry about that, man. Okay, so from 513 all the way through 600, we've got some predictions. If you guys want to make any predictions, I've got, right now, I have Necrotiu's prediction of 532. I've got Virgil's prediction of 567. I've got Father Elmo's predictions of 569. I've got Aubrey's prediction of 573. I've got Marge's prediction of 588. I've got Aubrey's prediction of 589. I've got Marge's prediction of 595. And then I got Cobalt's prediction of 598. So if you guys want to make a prediction outside of those numbers, type it in the chat. Let me know, and I'll write you down for when you think we're gonna land this shiny. Okay, and I think those are those written down right now are repetitive like predictions. So those will transfer into the 600s as well. It's probably, yeah. I don't know if you guys are keeping track, but let me know if you have a prediction. If it's already written down, we'll just try and guess another number. So that's how that's working. But I'm excited. I think past 500, there's a slight possibility. There's a slight possibility of seeing that emerald, those emerald Mewtwo eyes looking at us. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I can't wait. I'm super excited to have like a highly revered, legendary Pokemon as a shiny in Kanto, from its game. You know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I'm super excited to get this shiny. But happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully your guys' weeks are starting off, amazingly. I hope you guys are having a great time with your week so far. Yesterday we were talking about like the fires happening around Spokane. It doesn't seem like the fires have like gotten out of the boundaries that they started in yesterday, that they were in yesterday. But more structures have been damaged within those boundaries, and so we were at like a damage count of 650 structures, and now it's like 700 structures. So and there's only been one reported casualty, so I'd say that's impressive in comparison to like how the alerts went out and how people are following the media and stuff like that. So that's kind of an update on what's going on with the fires. I'm pretty safe. We're about like we're pretty close to the fire, but I'd say we're like 10 to 15 miles away from where the fires are. So and plus the wind seems to be blowing in a direction that's not heading this way. So I think we're safe, and I know they're like, I know our fire department and other counties' fire department are working together to try and like find a way to contain the fires. But right now they're keeping it at the boundaries that they've set. So hopefully nothing too crazy happens. But I know there's a lot of people that are like had to evacuate their houses and are misplaced right now. They're staying with family or friends or people that aren't within the danger zone of the fire. And so they're all, I'm sure there's a lot of stress about what's going to happen to their houses and stuff like that. So I mean, it's kind of interesting because I'd imagine things that you'd be worried about are like like your house going up in fire, but you don't consider typically like the fire department's probably going to be hosing your house so that like it doesn't catch on fire, and it's possible that you could get like water damage and stuff like that. So hopefully people have insurance. hopefully people grabbed the things that they needed for, you know, keepsakes and things that they care about, and you know, whatever experiences they're having. You know, I hope they brought the things that matter to them with them, and hopefully people's pets and families are safe. So that's kind of an update and where I'm at with as soon as like the fires are done burning, I'm gonna go and try and help out where I can. I know there's donation centers right now that are taking donations for like clothes and like you know, different things that people are gonna need, like body wash and soap and you know, all kinds of stuff like that. So but yeah, that's happening in my hometown right now. It's very close to home. We're getting updates about it like regularly, and yeah. So hopefully you guys are having a much, you know, more safe Monday and a much more exciting Monday, and enjoying your guys' start to the week and kicking it off with some like amazing things going on in your guys' life. Yo, I hope let me know. Yeah, let me know. You know how you guys are doing out there, because you know, I know, I'm here. You guys are there, so I know there's stuff going on. You know, yeah, you got stuff going on. Okay. So yeah, right now we're working our way to 532. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're right now at our house too. We're housing some people that their house was part in the zone of the fire. So we have like 4 dogs at the house right now, and we're only used. I'm used to only having like 1 dog here, but they all have their very own personalities. Some of them have bigger personalities. Some of them have smaller personalities, and it does make you know, a little bit more a little bit more excitement around the house. So that's kind of neat. But luckily, yeah, we're they went to go check on their house today. The people that are staying with us went to go check on their house, and like and grab some things that they didn't think about before leaving. But yeah, when you're, I guess what I would say and what I've learned from all this is the Hellfire heat wave is slowly approaching me from the depths of Sheol. And I'm hating every inch of heat. Oh man, I'm sorry, corruption. Yo, did you guys get the water situation figured out? I know there was something like you were saying something about not having running water. I hope that was figured out at least. Sometimes to beat the heat, it's always a cool idea to get under some water, you know, like get under the water and take a shower, or like, you know, head to the closest body of water and just like spend a day at the water. But yo, corruption, welcome to the chat, dude. I'm happy you're here. I hope you're having a good day. I'm sorry it's so hot. Hi, Andalin. Welcome to the chat. I'm happy you're here. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, guys. It sounds like it's pretty hot where corruption is. Luckily, it's not like the temperature-wise is not too hot. It's just the city's on fire, and that sucks. So yeah, I'm hoping people have, like, I know there's a lot of recovery efforts going on, and so there's people that are banding together in the communities working to help each other out. The reason why the water isn't working is because the dog broke the water underneath my house. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I wonder, that seems interesting. So like a few things I'm wondering, like, you know, like there's probably a good trip to Home Depot to get a couple of like pipe fittings, you know, get some pipe fittings, and then you just replace that part of the pipe. And then what I sent you a friend request on Discord. Okay, thank you, Andalin. while we're doing this. Let's see. I'm working my way back to you, babe. With a burning love inside. There you go. There you go. Thanks, Andalin. I got you. I got you. I'm pretty sure we're at 524. Yo, congrats on getting Discord, Andalin. I'll make sure to invite you to the server because the server link is up pinned to the description. So yeah, if anybody's watching, if you want to join the Discord server, we have a bunch of cool channels in there, and there's a little Pokemon adventure that you can go on, but there's like art and music and you know, you can share your shinies, and you know, like there's a Pokemon Go Flex. There's a place where you can share your Pokemon adventures, and then usually our chat, you know, at least in the general chat, I'm usually like saying good morning and letting you guys know what I'm doing to get to stream. It's typically like, yo, I'm gonna drink my coffee and eat some food, and then I'm gonna be setting up stream. You know what I'm saying? I need some type of liquid like rain, or from the gates of oblivion, yeah, to come down and engulf me in rain. There you go. Yo, I like that too. Corruption. Yo, hey man, yo, let me let's do a rain dance for. I gotta come up with a cool rain dance for corruption. I don't know how to dance. I'm not very rhythm oriented or you know, like move inclined, I guess. Yo, like body inclined. Yo, what's up, Marjorie? Welcome to the chat. So yo, let's I'll try to think up of a you know, a rain dance for corruption and get some rain going to his house. Have you ever seen Primal Dialga? It looks cool. Yeah. Yo, I've always liked the idea of Primal Dialga. They had that in you know, Mystery Dungeon, and I was like, such a cool idea. I don't know why they didn't continue that, but I really like the orange features that they brought to Dialga on Primal Dialga. And yo, that would that would be really cool if that was like a canon. I'm still here, getting the grill going. Hell yeah, Cobalt. Yo, get those burgers going, baby. That seems like a perfect summer day, you know? Okay. So, we're at 527. Necrocio's next prediction is Necrocio is the next prediction. His prediction is 532. Marge, I've got your predictions down for let me make sure this is right. 588 and 595. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna be not surprised. Okay, yo, no worries. I gotta, yeah, yo, I've never done a rain dance before, but yo, let's try it out, yo. Let's yeah, I've got an idea. What's that called? There's like this long tube that has like beads in it and stuff like that, and when you twist it, it sounds like the running rain and stuff like that. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I was writing stuff down, and I think on my last stream I might have mixed up yours and Aubrey's predictions, and so I double checked back at when you asked for your predictions, and I wrote it down, and I think I got it right this time. So sorry if I in the last stream got it wrong. Hit the gritty, yo. I don't even know what that is. I saw Bolts do it, and I can remember like how he did it, but that, yo, I I'm not familiar. You know what I'm saying? I'm not familiar and not inclined to do you know, the gritty. I don't know if my body moves in that way. Like Bolts seemed practiced, you know. He did it on camera, and yo, I don't even know what that looks like. I don't even know what that like. 777 available. 786. Yeah. 777 is available, Virgil. I got you down. 777 for Virgil. Hell yeah. W's Virgil. Yo, did you get your package, man? I think today. Well, I don't know. I don't know when it's gonna arrive, but I'd imagine it could arrive, you know, soon. It could arrive soon. Yeah, I know it's a dance move. I saw. Yeah. Corruption. You said hit me with that gritty. I probably wouldn't be able to do very well at that. I saw Bolts do the gritty. It looked really cool. Like I don't know how to do that, man. I know it's a dance move. I know it's a dance move. I'm on the lookout. Okay, yo, W's. Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to you getting that, man. Snapesy, welcome to the chat, man. Happy Monday. I'm happy you're here. Yo, welcome to the chat, everybody. Happy Monday. All right. I don't know. I'd imagine like, man. All right. I'm going to try and just get this out of the way, for corruption. I'm going to try and do something. All right. So. Yeah, let's get that raid, baby. Woo, get swifty. Yeah, there you go. There you go, corruption. There's your rain dance, man. I hope that was okay. I didn't know what to do, but there it is. Speaking of grilling, I'm going to be eating burgers and steak for my birthday. Yo, is your birthday this week? Your birthday's this week, corruption? And hot dogs? Yo, hell yeah. I'm going to eat real quick. Be back soon. Okay, Andalin. Yo, enjoy your meal. Yo, when you come back, let me know what you had. Let me know what you had after you come back. Hell yeah. For me, it's Saturday. Hell yeah. Yo, happy Saturday, Cobalt, on this Saturday on a Monday. Yo, I love that. Yo, I was talking with my roommate about multiverses, yeah? Like just the idea. I don't know how real the multiverses might be, but I like the idea that every branch of decision making that you run up against in your everyday life, there's like a fracture where you make different choices, you know what I mean? And you have different ideas and you have different control, and in yourself you make different choices, and so the timeline branches and splits off. I like that idea. I like that concept. But my roommate was talking about like tuning forks. Are you guys familiar with tuning forks? It's like these two like metal bars that are attached at the bottom, and when you hit the metal without like any interference, right, they will vibrate, and they're called tuning forks because they're used for like tuning. They're used for tuning and frequency and things along those lines. So if you hit a tuning fork in the vicinity of another tuning fork, the frequency will resonate with the other tuning forks. And so the way that my roommate considers like multiverses and like how people might be existing on different planes could be like through resonation of like experiences and feelings, and like sometimes you just meet somebody and it's like you already knew them, and so like that's like the frequency resonating, with that person, and it's possible that like that frequency is already existing in another multiverse. So I really like that concept. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, so it's my weekend. Hell yeah, Cobalt. Happy weekend, man. Don't take the entire week away from me. Okay. I won't, corruption. You can have your whole week. I hope you like the rain dance. Yeah, tuning fork. I hope I described that okay. It's kind of neat. You can hold it and hit it, and it'll create a frequency. Yeah, you can kind of hear it. 19 like hype. Yo, thank you. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, that was incredibly fast. Yo, thank you so much for the amount of likes. That's that's crazy. Oh, 10. Okay. 10 sounds about right. 10 sounds about right. Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Yo, Cobalt, I was like, what? That was like, what the fuck? Okay, Necroshow, we've made it to 532. 10 likes, 10 likes. Yeah, yeah. No, it's okay. Yo, I was about to, search my feelings, like feel the force. With 19 likes in the first 30 minutes, that would be crazy. Big thumbs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Get all those likes in there. He corrected himself to 10. Yeah, yeah. Yo, man, I was just, yeah, the idea of 19 likes got me all flabbergasted, man. That is wild. Yeah, yeah. Tuning forks are kind of cool, man. It is neat too when how waves will work through, matter and things along those lines. There's a lot of, I'd imagine there's a lot of stuff in this world that we just don't have the capacity to measure. Like people have like supernatural things happen to them or supernatural phenomenons. And I'd imagine that there's probably like some kind of way to find, I just don't think it's studied, we don't have people working on equipment to measure certain things and because like it's all like fairy tales. But for me, like my understanding of the world is kind of like, I don't know, you guys might have an understanding like this similarly, but like, learning history and things along those lines and what people went through, and how they understood the world and things like that is always interesting to me. My birthday is in 3 days. Yo, W's corruption. Yo, hell yeah, baby. Yo, happy birthday. I won't ask you to share like what age you're turning, but I'm stoked for you, man. So you're gonna have a barbecue, you're gonna have food, you're gonna have like a lot of delicious things going on. Yo, GG's. I hope you have friends, and I hope you have family that are gonna come and do like their family things, and friends that are gonna do their friend things. Yo, I hope it's an amazing celebration of your life, corruption. Hell yeah, hell yeah. W's corruption for your birthday, man. Hell yeah. My birthday is today, trust. Yo, happy birthday, Co. Yo, happy birthday, Co. Okay, so, it's your birthday, and you're like, yo, I just want to have a couple days off from work and spend time with my family. I want to put my channel on the line before my birthday and maybe like get down to the wire and maybe see if I lose my channel or not. And then because of the magic of your birthday, you passed the challenge with flying colors, and then now you get the day off with you and your family, and you get to make some burgers. Yo, W's Cobalt for your birthday. Okay, hell yeah, corruption on that age and you being that old. Yo, W's on. Yo, you got a long life ahead of you, man, and many experiences to experience, and I'm stoked for you, man. I can't wait till you like get to travel, across the seas and see like different cultures and things like that. Yo, that's gonna be a part of your life, and I hope I'm here to be a part of that. I value traveling a lot, and I hope you get to. Here's an idea: drink a shit ton for your birthday. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not, I don't drink very much. I'm 83 years old. Yo, Cobalt, happy 83rd birthday, man. Yo, you look really good for being 83 years old. It's crazy. What'd you do? Like, did you find the fountain of youth and just like, roll around in it and like just, Co, do you add adobo on your burger meat? Adobo? Do you add adobo on your burger meat? Yo, okay. Yo, Father Elmo's got, let him cook, man. Father Elmo, what's happening out there? What's adobo? That's not like, like a typo, right? You're not talking about avocado? Sometimes I'm pretty good at catching typos and just auto-correcting. Sometimes I'm really bad at it too, so. Yo, but I haven't heard of adobo, Father Elmo. It's kind of neat because you have like these cultural references sometimes. Co's lying about his age to feel younger? No, adobo is a thing. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. What? Yo, can you help me understand? Yo, audience members, yo, chat. Do you guys know what adobo is for cooking burgers? It's a seasoning. Yeah, I've used all kinds of different seasoning on yo. I'm pretty good with seasoning. I like to smell. I do smell tests before seasoning anything. Not gonna lie, Cobalt looks around my age. Yeah, dude, for an 83-year-old, Cobalt's looking pretty good, dude. Yo, that's wild. He's got that 83-year-old, 83-year-old experience, but the look of Ash Ketchum. No, I don't know what that is. Yeah, adobo. Yo, I don't know what adobo is. W corruption. I'm legit 10 years older than you. It's all purpose seasoning. Yo, corruption 73. Yo. Okay, adobo is an all-purpose seasoning. Okay, yeah, we have like I know here we have like McCormick and let me think. There's like McCormick that has stuff like that. Oh, there's sometimes I'm picturing the brand label and I can't think of what the brand name is. I use a YouTuber seasoning. Okay, cool. Hell yeah. That's okay, so you were watching some YouTubers and they were doing some cooking channels and they're like, "Yo, buy my seasoning." And Cobalt's like, "Hell yeah, I'm going to support the shit out of this guy." So you bought their seasoning and you're trying it out. Yo, how does it taste, man? How to barbecue. W plug. Okay, yo, if you guys want to watch some cooking channels, it looks like How to Barbecue is a YouTuber that sells some seasoning. W's YouTuber. Okay, I trust Cobalt with who's watching out there because a lot of people in Cobalt's community are pretty good people. There's a dude that I was watching the other day called TCG, TCJ, and he seems like a cool dude. Goya adobo, or Badia adobo. Okay, yeah. Okay, Father Elmo. Yo, thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. I'm trying to think of other spices brands, and McCormick is like the one that I don't know is like ingrained in my brain, and brain grain. How to BBQ Right has 1.96 million subs. Damn. Yo, can we get there? Can we get there? Let's get this. Let's get Training Raiola to 1.96 million subs. Hell yeah, guys! Let's grow this community to like a massive amount, and you guys could be the foundation. You know. How to barbecue right? I'd say I like barbecuing, but I wouldn't say I'm like the most experienced cooker. You know how people like will be like, "Oh yeah, my barbecue's the best." No, man, I can't boast that. I like the meat that I've made from barbecue. Yo, there's been some great meals. Yo, I had some Maui steaks that were fucking fire, man. That shit was flames. Like I would not. It was like the goated, like most goated meal I've ever had. The greatest of all time. The Maui steak was incredible. But I would not like, I would not like say like nobody could do better than this because I feel like there's always something around the corner. You know what I mean? Like you go to like a chili cook-off and like you're trying out chili and like, man, this one's better than this one, and this, oh man, oh shit, this was the best one. Oh wait, let me have this one. Oh shit, that one's better. You know what I mean? So who knows? And plus, it's probably different from like, every day your body's going through stuff, and so things change on a regular basis, right? My favorite thing is waking up at 6 a.m. and smoking baby back ribs for 10 hours. You pick them up and they fall off the bones. Yo, W's baby back ribs. Reminder to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe for more Pokemon content. Yo, if you want to see me lose my shit, let's get to 19 or 20 likes because I'll be like, I won't know what to say. I'll try to figure out what to say. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Co. Yo, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, let's get this Mewtwo. Yo, it would be great if we it would be so okay. Great is not the right word because it would be surprising if we got Mewtwo in this stream. We're going to go to 700 resets. So it'd be surprising if we got Mewtwo in this stream. I'd imagine Mewtwo is probably a more challenging shiny hunt. Like, the odds are the same for all the legendaries, but I'd imagine, like, I don't know. I'd imagine for people, it's probably like a more challenging shiny hunt. I can't imagine like Mewtwo being an easy shiny hunt. But yeah, it's like, it has clout, you know, like Mewtwo has clout, and it's like, whoa, 20 people out of the 365 subscribers liked my stream. Yeah, dude, yo, you know, I don't know, Father Elmo, like, that is incredible. Yo, I know, like, when I first started the stream, there's people that just wanted to support the channel, and they probably haven't tuned in since then. But like, they still, you know, like, you know, I think there's some support there. But like, the community is building. There's people that like this, you know, subscribe because they liked it at that point in time. But yeah, it's okay if it's okay if they don't watch it every day. I don't know, yo, Father Elmo, you're consistent. You stay here on the regular, but I don't know if everybody has lives like you know, I don't know if everybody has lives like that. I try to, you know, support people on YouTube and stuff like that because I want to build the community and like be supportive of people's journeys that they're going through on this platform. Man, there's some great people out there, and it's amazing learning people's like personalities and stories, and it is so cool. I'm a determined man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, 100%. Absolutely. Father Elmo lore, determined fits under that category. Yeah. Determined is certainly a Father Elmo trait. Absolutely. Yeah, dude. It is inspiring. It is awesome because there's people in the community that look to Father Elmo and they're like, "Yo, Father Elmo, what do you think about these things?" And it's awesome. Yo, he is very established in you know, person with like battling, Pokemon knowledge, just an all around upstanding young man. There you go, or 80 something year old man, depending on the day. Okay, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get the shiny today. Like, it would be very, very surprising if we do. I'd be like flummoxed. Yeah, like I'd be pretty bamboozled if we got it. Yo, I think I hold Mewtwo to like a high value. You know, like I think especially getting a Mewtwo from like Kanto is gonna be sick. I'll be more consistent, I promise. Oh, thanks, Cobalt. Yo, you've been pretty. We're fairly new friends. Yeah, we're fairly new to each other's channels and communities. Yo, man, you've been like hella consistent. GG's Cobalt. Yo, I'm gonna tune into Star's stream today. Cobalt's wife, Star, is gonna be playing Tamagotchi Life with the chat, and it's really cool because on Cobalt and Star's streams, when they're doing Tamagotchi Life, they'll add people from the chat onto their island, and you know, like, Tamagotchi Life has some crazy stuff that happens in there, so it is always silly and funny and goofy to see like what's happening. But yeah, it's I enjoy it. I enjoy those streams. That's Cobalt met me here, and then I came to the community, and it's just like outstanding. The amount of support and love that Cobalt has around him, it's awesome, man. And yeah, I'm honored to be a part of that. I'm honored to be there. So thank you, Cobalt, man. Yo, thank you for promising to be more consistent. But no, dude, I appreciate it. I don't know what you mean, but you've been hella consistent. GG's Cobalt, GG's community, GG's thank you everybody. Seriously though. We will be on stream together tonight. You and Star? Yeah, I saw the So yeah, if you chat, Cobalt's got a great community. You're welcome to like check him out. Cobalt and his wife Star will be streaming Tamagotchi Life tonight. So that's gonna be cool to see. And you could see Corruption was like, hey, Cobalt doesn't look any older than me. There you go. You're gonna see an 83-year-old man looking like a young fellow. I know he shaved yesterday too, so like he got the solid Riz going. His face is smoother. There you go. W's Cobalt, W's shave. There you go. Okay. So, I think the next prediction that we have for Mewtwo is 567. Man, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get shiny Mewtwo today. I think we need to get through these 200 resets, and then we'll be in territory that it is a bit more possible, and probably still not likely that we get Mewtwo, but it's gonna be a bit more possible, I think, in tomorrow's stream to find the shiny Mewtwo. But it would be I know we got Moltres at 523, and so that happened. Mewtwo could do something like that. It's possible, but it's not likely. So I would be blown away if we see the Emerald Boy. If we see those green eyes staring at us and attacking us, that would be insane. I would be so stoked to see that. But let's get this grind going. Okay, Andalyn, how was dinner? Or food? What did you get? What did you get? What did you get to eat? I had eggs again this morning. I had eggs yesterday, and I was like, you know what sounds good? Repeat. We're doing a sequel, egg breakfast sequel, and it was delicious. I'm really digging the eating some eggs. Hey, boy. Okay. Yeah, let me know, Andalyn. Food is great. I love food. Maybe one of these days we could do like a cooking episode. I had chicken and rice. Yo, hell yeah. Okay, W's on the protein and getting some rice in there. Yo, hell yeah. I will get down on some chicken. Yeah, chicken's W's. Hell yeah. 16 people watching. A reminder, like the stream and subscribe. Yo, thank you everybody for tuning in. Yo, I appreciate you guys being here. We got to get through these resets. So hopefully we find the shiny. It would be insane if we do, but we're going to make it through to 700 resets, and hopefully 19 like hype. Can we get 20? Are you kidding me? Yo, are you serious? Yo, earlier you said 19 likes and you meant 10, and now we're really there. We're really at 19 likes. Holy shit. Okay, okay. There was one time we were shiny hunting Cobalion in Pokemon Legends ZA, and we made it to like 23 likes, and that's the most my stream has ever gotten. Can we break a record today? Can we break the record today for likes? It looks like we're on course to break the record. Oh my god, guys, that's crazy. Hi, Alex. Mewtwo is everywhere. Mewtwo is everywhere. Yeah. From Mexico. Yo, you made it. You made it, Alex. Yo, GG's. Okay. I hope, yo, speaking of food, right? Okay, Andolin just had some chicken and rice. Cobalt is making hamburgers. Yo, Alex, yo, I don't know about you. I don't know if you've been to Mexico before, but like, the food in Mexico is so good. I'm sure depending on where you're at and stuff like that. But yo, let me know. Have you had any good food in Mexico yet, Alex? What is it eating like in Mexico, yo? Last time I was in Mexico, I went to Mexicali, and yo, street tacos in Mexicali were so freaking good. It was like eating, biting into a street taco in Mexicali was like warmth flooding my body. It was crazy. Hi from Puerto Rico. Yo, Father Elmo, W's from Puerto Rico. Hi from Washington State. Yo, hello everybody. Hi from Washington State. Okay. We got about I want to say 14 more resets. We're working our way to 567 for Virgil's prediction. Virgil, I wrote you down for 777. And we're working our way to 567 right now. So that's the next prediction that we have. I keep thinking that, I don't know. I get the feeling that we're close, but I'm kind of remiss to say that. Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's true. My feelings, my feelings are rarely ever correct, but maybe it's that resonance, like in another multiverse, like the resonance we were talking about with in a multiverse, we did get the shiny Mewtwo right around here. Okay. I'm feeling it. Hi from the boot state. Italy. Okay, hi from Italy. Cobalt. The only state you get to drive through I'm gonna say this wrong. Daiquiri. The only state you get to drive, the only state you can get a drive through daiquiri. Drive through daiquiri? Oh, whoa. Who's serving those? I live in Kansas. Hell yeah. W's Andolin. Yo, man, one of my, oh my God. All right, I'm about to tell you guys the legend of Mike Stevie. And it's not appropriate for children. So I mean, most of the stuff that me and Mike Stevie did is not appropriate for children. So, and luckily I was an adult. So there we go. Mike Stevie. All right. I joined the military, right? You guys know I was in the Navy. I joined, I arrived to my boat on like Thanksgiving Day. So the boat was kind of like a ghost ship. It was kind of neat. My first experience on the boat that I was going to spend the rest, like 4 or 5 more years on, right? Like four more years on. It was empty. No one was there. And so there was like one person guiding me through this empty boat that we were on. It was crazy because everybody was there, seeing their families and stuff like that. And so, I arrived, I got situated. I put all my gear in my new rack that I stayed in that rack like the whole time that I was in the Navy. So my home, like where I'm gonna lay my head down for the next like 4 years. Okay, so the next day, everybody comes back to the ship, arrives at the ship, and they're all there, like everybody. So I'm meeting, people that I'm going to be working with for a couple of years at least, right? Well, I'm sitting down and I'm just kind of like taking everything in, like learning some stuff and meeting people and and you know, learning facial recognition on people and stuff like that. So these two guys come into the shop, which is really small. On the ship, we were like, so like the hangar bay is like the largest part of the ship, and there's like a space between the hangar bay and the outside of the ship, which is not very big. My shop was like inside that space, and it was just a little tube of a shop that was like inside that space. So like I worked in a tube for most of my time on that ship. So yo, I sit down and I'm like meeting Ekblad, who's like a fucking awesome guy. Ended up becoming like my best friend. But Mike Stevie and Garza go into the shop, and they're kind of like having an argument, you know, like they're bickering. And then something happens and it gets out of hand, and they just like they tussle with each other. You know, there's like it looks like they're not wanting to hurt each other, but they're not wanting to like they're definitely like grappling with each other and like fighting with each other, and it looks like some punches are about to go down. But so I'm just watching. I don't know these guys, and so I think out of embarrassment, Garza leaves the shop, and Stevie goes through his locker and he starts throwing stuff out of his locker. They were both pissed, right? Emotions were high, you know, like it was crazy. So Stevie's like throwing shit out of his locker behind him, and so like I think he gets whatever he was looking for, and he grabs this book, and like I'm just sitting there watching, and he walks past me in this little tube, you know, I'm sitting down, and he like takes the book and like slaps me on the chest with this book. And it was the Dirt from Motley Crue. So like that night, you know, I I went to like a place and started reading, and I've never read the Dirt before from Motley Crue. That book is pretty wild and insane. So I think he gave me that book. I never understood why Stevie gave me that book, except to maybe get some sort of insight into like who he is as a person. And it was like I was reading through that. I grew up kind of like sheltered and prudish in a lot of ways, and you know, I had a lot of like limitations on who I was. But reading this book was just like these wild situations of crazy, you know, like chaos and insanity and drugs and it was like it was a rock and roll lifestyle. That was basically what everybody wrote about in that book. And so, you know, I read through it, and there was a sensation to like go to a bar and start a bar fight. You know what I mean? Like that's what that book, you know, made me think of, is like reading the Dirt had me in the mindset of like, a bar fight would be a story that I think I'd like to tell. And so, yeah, that's kind of like what I got from that book. And so, you know, I gave it back to Stevie, and we weren't fast friends, but I definitely grew an appreciation for Stevie over time. You know, like, he's just like limitless, you know, like unbound, you know, like, he said anything, he did everything, and he was just a fucking like cool guy. And so, you know, I hadn't been that in my lifetime, and I think I learned a lot from watching Stevie. And then, you know, I started hanging out with somebody named Rosa, and Rosa and Stevie were really close. So I think by proxy, me spending a lot of time with Rosa, because Rosa took me under his wing while I was like learning the ropes of the ship. Rosa took me under his wing, and like I learned a lot from Rosa, but Stevie and Rosa were like really close. And so, man, like by proxy, I got to become friends with Stevie, and we did the most crazy shit I had ever done in my life. So like, are we doing 200 resets? Hell yeah, Dialga. Yo, welcome to the chat, dude. Annalyn said my dog is 11 years old. Poor thing is still going strong. Yo, W's Annalyn's pup. Yo, I hope she's got like another good 5, 6 years in her. or them, you know, I hope they got some time, you know, hopefully. But yeah, man, I snuck into concerts. We'd go to the beach together, and I went with Stevie. I went as a designated driver oftentimes to the bar with Stevie, and so I got to make sure he was home safe a lot. But we rented hotels, and there was a lot of partying happening. And I didn't, you know, when I joined the military, I didn't drink. But you know, at the age of 26, I had a birthday party. I had a birthday party, and I was like, I'm gonna get drunk today. So like on my 26th birthday, I decided I'm gonna go to, you know, I'm gonna have people that that I want to come with me to from my division, and like 30 people showed up. It was like people that I invited, their family and their wives, and like, you know, people that, you know, I was yeah. Before I even got drunk, I was like up on the table, like dancing for the waitress, because she said it, you know, like, I'm not going to bring you water unless you do something that convinces me to bring water. So I was like, all right, what if I dance on the table? You know, yeah, I did. It was pretty much the same dance that I did for Corruption's Rain Dance just a second ago. But yeah. She's like, I'm not going to bring you water unless you do something that convinces me to bring you water. So I was like, okay. So I danced up on the table for her. She brought me water. But yeah, that was my first time ever like getting drunk. And Stevie was there. And so, you know, I asked him questions, you know, about about being drunk when I was finally like tossed. Yo, I think I did pretty well on my first time getting drunk, because I had a lot of alcohol, and it wasn't. I had a lot of alcohol. I had beers, I had shots, and I had, you know, whatever was in front of me, I was drinking. And one Rosa, the guy that I was talking to you guys about, he took me under his wing. He ordered me the 4 Horsemen, and so it's like, I think that's like, you know, Jack and Stevens and you know, whatever first names there are in alcohol. It was like all 4 shots of their their drinks. So I took all 4 shots, and I think that's what sent me over the edge. And I felt the wave of like alcohol like push me into like being drunk. And so you know, at that point I had like a potato in my hand, and that potato stayed in my hand for like hours. So I was just twisted on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse with a potato in my hand, and I was just wishing everybody like silly, you know, I was you know, unappropriate things to probably say on YouTube. So I was wishing everybody to go home and have unappropriate things, you know, and with the people that they love, and and then you know, I was like, you know, it was crazy and fun, and it was the experience that I think I value for being drunk for my first time. You know, like my first time being drunk, I was surrounded by people that I cared about and I loved, and it was like cool, because I went from being sober to being intoxicated, and looking around the table, it's like familiar, and like care. You know, it was awesome, man. I'm installing Pokemon music. Yo, W's Dialga. Andolin said, "This man is a legend." I really want to make a Game Boy MP3 player. An MP3 player shaped like a Game Boy in a Game Boy shell. So I don't have to drop 120s on the red and blue Game Boy jukebox. Also, the custom one can play. Yo, I feel like that when they announced that at the Pokemon Direct, the Game Boy jukebox, I feel like that thing is going to be worth a shit ton of money eventually. Any Pokemon audio, not just red, blue, and green or yellow music. Yo, yeah, right? Like, I don't know, man. Yeah, that's a good point, Dialga. That Game Boy jukebox, yo, we're gonna see that in like 20 years from now, and it's gonna be like worth bank. It's gonna be worth a shit ton of money. I guess, you know, if you can get your hands on one now, I think now would be a good time. And maybe that would be something to hang on to. Like the direct happened in February, yeah? And we're in August now. So it's been out for about 6 months. I don't know. I'd consider that. I consider that as a collection item to seek out because I have a feeling that's going to be so obscure and so like rare in like 10 years that I think it's going to be worth like tons of money 20 years from now. That, I guess invest in your Game Boy jukebox, yeah? Get the official Nintendo one. What do you guys think about that? Okay. We're at 565 resets. Virgil, I've got 2 more resets to be at your prediction, man. Yo, thank you, Andolin. I don't know if I read this, but you said your pup is a toy poodle. Okay, yo, yeah. I don't know what the average lifespan is for a toy poodle. I know that smaller breeds are typically not as long as like larger dogs, but yo, a toy poodle sounds adorable. Mewtwo is now a statue. W's Mewtwo. Yeah, yo, have you seen I'll get you in the Discord, Annalyn. Recently I shared a post in the Discord that I found. It's basically in some state there's like a hidden statue of Red and Pikachu. And yo, that's like it looks like it's cracking and falling apart, and it looks like the metal that it was made out of is starting to turn greenish and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see what, like, you know, down the road what that statue looks like. Speaking of statues, yo, yeah. Speaking of Mewtwo statues, yo, did you are you guys ever going to go to the Pokemon park? The theme park that Pokemon has? I think it's in Japan. And like there's a shiny Gumi there. Yo, I think the only shiny Pokemon there so far is shiny Gumi. But yeah, I want to go. I think I want to go. I think it'd be fun to play Pokemon Go there. Okay. Virgil, we're at 567. We're at your prediction. Yo, if Mewtwo's gonna be shiny, now's a good time. Now is a great time for Mewtwo to be shiny. Ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-da-da. But Dialga, are you gonna like 3D print the casing for the MP3 player? Yo, Dialga, do you have a 3D printer? Okay. Unfortunately, Mewtwo did not show up shiny, but not this reset, but on the next reset, we'll be at Father Elmo's prediction. Can you imagine Pokemon in real life? Yo, I dream about it. I dream about having a real Pokemon. Like, I would love to have a Riolu. Like, be partners with a Riolu, you know what I mean? Like, I think my life would be so much different because we'd be training all the time. We'd be meditating, we'd be training, we'd be like, yo, I'm pretty sure I would get like a Riolu that evolved fairly quickly because I think I would dedicate my life to it, you know, and we'd probably form a bond fairly quickly. But yeah. Yeah, I do. I do imagine having Pokemon in real life. Nah, I can just get a Game Boy Pocket Shell. Okay, yo. Okay. Neat. Well, good luck, Dialga. I hope that the MP3 player turns out really cool. And you get all the Pokemon music on there. Yo, my favorite music in Pokemon to this day is the Sword and Shield I would catch them all. Yeah, seriously, right? I'd be a shiny hunter in real life. I would be a shiny hunter in real life, for sure. And instead of keeping Pokemon in a box, I'd probably release Pokemon that you know, I don't get to, like, hang out with all the time. You know, like, you know, a box sounds miserable, but, like, I'd imagine it's probably more like Go in Pokemon Journeys. I appreciated that idea around Pokemon because it's like Ash Ketchum's Pokemon went to Professor Oak. In the games, our Pokemon go to like a box, and I hate that idea. I think Pal World is like, yo, look at this dark side of how we look at Pokemon, which is interesting. It's interesting to see, like, that's the perspective. But I think in real life, it'd be more along the lines of, like, Pokemon being transferred to like, a big place for them to be. So, I mean, yeah, like, having a cool biome and stuff like that for Pokemon would be awesome. Like a little Pokemon farm. Or a big Pokemon farm, I should say. Okay, Father Elmo, we did not get the shiny Mewtwo on 569. I'm sorry. But we're working towards Aubrey's prediction, which is 573. Yo, yeah, man. There's such cool Pokemon out there. What's kind of neat, too, is, like, the Pokedex entries, like, defy physics a lot of the times and defy, like, logic. So there's some shit that, like, I'd imagine in Pokemon world would, like, make our brains unable to comprehend what's happening. Like, you know, the power of Mewtwo would be incredible, but, like, Alakazam's, like, brain power, like, his IQ level is insane, and like, Gardevoir can create a black hole and stuff like that. Yo. Yeah, to be honest, Ash from the Pokemon show is very stubborn. Yeah. That is honest and true. Yeah, absolutely. He's a stubborn fellow. But yeah, I think they're stubborn. Yeah. I think a lot of things have, like, a scale to them, yeah. It's kind of neat that with Ash, typically his stubbornness led to, like, determination. And so we could glean the value of determination from Ash and like how he battles and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's I think there's value in that, but, like, being stubborn sometimes doesn't allow for people to be able to, like, reach an understanding with each other, and that can be tough. But yeah, I think there's probably a scale to all kinds of, like, emotions and values and stuff like that. I hope hopefully people can understand the scale of like the things and build their emotions and decisions in the understanding that scale of like how do I want to be honest, how do I want to be dishonest, right? Like, there's probably a positive way to be dishonest, and there's probably, like, a positive way to be honest. There's also, like, a negative way to be honest, right? That's kind of what I mean by the scale thing. He has no chill. Yeah, that Ash has no chill. Except when he's asleep and he can't wake up to his alarm. You know what I'm saying? Eepy Ash. I like that, in Pokemon Journeys, he's got, like, he's got the Riolu egg, and, like, as the egg is still an egg, it's, like, resonating with Ash, while it still hasn't, like, while it's still being hatched. Yo, yeah, I really liked Ash's Lucario. I like that before he goes and face off against the champions and, like, goes into the tournament with Leon and stuff like that. I like that his Lucario gets to train with his Greninja. And Father Elmo showed us, like, there's some changes from what happened in X and Y. to journeys, and so like, but yo, I that's not like when I think it's absolutely true that like they animated it differently, but like I think my memory still holds true to like Ash Greninja's like form and like the training that they went through, and like, you know, Greninja getting that Ash Greninja form and stuff like that. That still holds true to me. You know what I mean? Like, so watching Lucario get trained with Greninja, I think I pictured, despite what I was seeing on screen, my mind was like, yo, this is Ash Greninja. Yeah. Okay. So the next prediction that we have is 588 for Marge. So we're working our way to 588. Okay, hell yeah. Let's go, Marge. I don't know if you're still here, Marge, but yo, hopefully we can get that shiny on your prediction. I'd love to land the shiny on one of you guys' predictions. That'd be amazing. But yeah, Ash has no chill. Yeah, it's funny because yo, there's a lot of like trainers. Oh man, just Ash having a normal tantrum. Yeah, do you remember that Sandshrew episode where like the trainer's like, Sandshrew, get back in the poo. Like that guy's idea around training Pokemon was to like build them up to be so strong. In that episode, I don't know if I agreed with Ash necessarily. Like I think I agree with the idea of like, you know, treating your Pokemon well, but I don't know if Ash like understood fully like what was happening, because I think that trainer Sandshrew loved his trainer. Like loved his trainer. So I don't know. I don't know if Ash understood like from the trainer's perspective and from Sandshrews perspective, like how they understood each other. And so I think Ash intervened in that. And yeah, that was wild, man. He has no chill in that episode. that was like a tantrum, because like I don't think anything has to like, I mean, look, if that trainer was abusing, yo, what's up, Prada? If that trainer was abusing his Pokemon, I'm not cool with that, right? But like, from what I understood in that episode, it seemed like the trainer was just like trying to make his Pokemon more powerful, and I don't know if like I'd imagine Sandshrew would benefit from that, and it seemed like they had like a pretty, you know, cohesive like friendship, Sandshrew and his trainer. I can't remember that kid's name, but I always think he says poo instead of pool. Sandshrew, get back in the poo. Yo, Prada, welcome to the chat. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a good day. Yo, Annalyn was talking about you know, Ash Ketchum, and oh yeah, you're anti-poke abuse. I am. Yeah, I don't agree with poke abuse. Oh yeah? You're anti-poke abuse? Yo, is that surprising? Or are you being sarcastic? Yo, I don't think I don't know if I'm reading your tone correctly. I'm sorry, Prada. My bad. Yeah, no, I'm not for the abuse of Pokemon. Just like in real life, I don't think people should you know, treat their animals poorly. Like I think at this point in our human evolution and like our symbiosis and symbiotic relationship with animals, it's like their family. And I think if you take on the responsibility of an animal, you're taking on family. I know Ash still cares about his Pokemon. He's a great trainer too. Yeah. Unlocked a memory. I don't know where you were gonna bring out the. I don't know. You were gonna bring out the belt on Zapdos. Yeah. I was considering it. It was brought up. QLF was here. You know, you guys were talking about the belt, but I think I think you superseded, you know, the belt. And I agree with that. I agree. I was like, okay, you let me know when this gets to be too much. And you never did. And so we never used the belt. I agreed with you on that, Prada. But yeah. You know, for giving the people what they want is a thing too. Yo, that's my job as a YouTuber. I got to give the people what they want. And so luckily, we have people with different opinions, and Prada's opinion came out to meet with my virtues and my values. And so we didn't have to use the belt on Zapdos, and we were guided in virtuism through Prada's help. Yeah. So thank you, Prada. Thank you, Prada, for aligning with my values. And we never had to use the belt on Zapdos. Shout out to Ash. Yeah. Yo, shout out to Ash for getting into places, you never thought you'd be, Zapdos joined the party. Yeah, Zapdos. What's going on out there? We got Allison, our Zapdos. I wish I was there for this. I missed the lore. Yeah, Zapdos, join this party. You weren't in chat. You weren't in chat during the I think people were getting tired of like resetting on Zapdos. Shout out to the truly humble the Staraptor also. Yo, W's truly humble. Yeah, hell yeah. Sup, Elmo? Yeah. W's to truly humble. I appreciate that Staraptor. But yeah, let's join the party. Yo, Zapdos, join the party, baby. We never had to use the belt on you. There you go. Oh, dude, shout out to Ash's shiny Noctowl. Hell yeah. Shout out to Ash's shiny Noctowl. You know what? I'll say shout out to shiny not to shiny. Shout out to Ash's Bayleaf too. Yo, I think Bayleaf is a real one. Yo, I think Bayleaf would do anything for Ash, and I think Ash, had a true partner in Bayleaf, yeah? Yo, but W's to, and shout out to shiny Noctowl. Shout out to Bayleaf. Mewtwo's? Oh shit. Oh, we're starting Tokamon. We're gonna do some Tokamon right now. Okay, yeah. Prada, my prediction for you is 666 right now. So if you want, you can make another couple of predictions for today's stream, because we're making our way to 666, but it's possible that we might get it. Ash's Dracovish was a real one. Yo, that's true. Dracovish was a pretty awesome Pokemon. But yo, that Lucario and Journeys, I resonated with, yo. The Darkrai trainer was lucky. Yo, the random Darkrai trainer that was standing in the Pokemon Center with his Darkrai. Is that what you're talking about? Ash had them Pokemons though. Almost a Lugia too. Yeah. I know. Like he was hanging out with his baby Lugia, and so many shout outs. Shout out to the one that shout out to that one NPC trainer from Sun and Moon post game in Pony Island in Seafolk Village. Yo, with the non-redeemable shiny Execute. Yeah. W's to the non-redeemable shiny Execute. Yeah, I agree. Shout out to that one NPC. Dude, I found a shiny Execute on Pony Island. I did find a shiny Execute on Pony Island, and I got to evolve it into a shiny Exeggutor. Way before training Riolu days. Long before, when I nicknamed my Yungoos Donnie T and didn't feel ashamed of it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's the one that Ash fought in the Pokemon League. Oh, the Darkrai trainer. Yeah. Okay. Damn near took out his whole squad with Darkrai. Yeah, that fool was that was a. Yo, man, I feel like every Pokemon League that Ash attended was fairly miserable up until the point that he started winning. Man, he made it to the finals with Alan. Yeah, Tobias from the league. Yeah. That dude with his Darkrai. Man, Ash got stomped in Pokemon leagues. I guess it's like part of his like training arc, but yo, it was like years before they gave us any levity for Ash's like journey. That hacker that hacker don't need to be named. What was the name of your obstacle? Yeah, it was Scuzz. Yeah, I've been playing with Scuzz and Fluttershy, and Nugget, of course, and Prada and Louie. Am I missing anybody? Scuzz, Louie, Prada, Nugget, Fluttershy, and El Machi. That's the team. So I've been going into Pokemon Sword recently to try and fill up my decks because I think eventually, I think after this Nuzlocke series, we might do some Dynamax adventures with you guys and with maybe some other YouTubers. So I want to get my shiny. I'm trying to get my shiny charm in Paldea, and not even Paldea, in Galar to try and get some stuff set up for some Dynamax adventures. Would you guys be down to do some Dynamax adventures eventually? Tobias is the personification of a 10-year-old cheesing the game, being a legendary spammer. Yo, my nephews when they were kids, you know what I mean? My brother taught my nephews how to be Pokemon trainers, and they had like a full legendary team, and my brother had like his rain team, you know, his rain team Pelipper, and just you know, they didn't know what was coming. They didn't know they didn't know what they were up against. Yo, the level 1 Gyarados, yo, yeah. He's in the box. Yo, I still have the level 1 Gyarados in the box. You know, you'll never see it ever again. Yo, I will never hatch an egg and get a Gyarados out of an egg ever again. Yo, there's a short on the channel. If you guys haven't seen, that was so much fun, like building that short too. Yo, if you guys haven't seen that short on the channel, Father Elmo gave us a bunch of eggs for Pokemon Sword when we were doing our playthrough. I don't even know what to call that series because we were just like, you guys let me know how to like go through Pokemon Sword, and it was awesome because Father Elmo gave us like, and Snapesy, and I think there was somebody named Fly something. Yo, there was a chatter that we had during that series that I haven't seen in a long time, and I can't remember their name. I'm sorry, Fly something. I can't remember what your name was, but yo, there was like, you guys gave me eggs and you gave me shiny Pokemon, and you gave me like, I let you guys decide like what our team was, and it was funny because like there was somebody named Moondrop that kept coming in and saying like, take Butterfree off the team, and everybody put Nugget back on the team. Yo, Nugget made it all the way from the egg to the championship. You know what I'm saying? And Nugget ended up beating Leon. Yo, it was so fun. You guys chose everything, but yo, Father Elmo gave us some eggs, and we hatched all the eggs, and there was a level 1 Gyarados that hatched out of the egg. Yo, I was like, what the fuck? What? I was so bamboozled that I couldn't stop laughing. I was just like, what am I looking at right now? It was It was the craziest thing I think I've ever seen hatch out of a Pokemon egg. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, Father Elmo, for allowing us to do that. The green Mewtwo will show up sometime. That's true. I agree with you, Andalin. We're gonna get our shiny Mewtwo. Aubrey, if Aubrey was here, yo, Aubrey, we are at your prediction. Yo, Waffles! Yo, Waffles, welcome to the chat, dude. I'm happy you're here. Yo, Dialgo said Ringle? Faux Fingle. Okay. I'm trying to remember. I know you call your cat something, and it looks like Fingle and your cat's nickname are kind of close to each other. But yo, what's up, Dialga? Yo. Yeah, so I gave you a list of shiny eggs, and then asked you which one you wanted, because I also had both shiny Sobble and Grookey. Yeah, we picked Louie the Grookey. Yo, like ooh, I want to be like you. Yeah, so you guys named Louie. You know, yo, it was Lowry was here, and he named Grookey, and then Prada obviously named Sobble. Prada the Sobble the Prada. Prada the Sobble. Yep. Vice versa. And then I also had both Shiny Sobble and Grookey, and so you can pick Score Bunny to get all three. And then I gave you that bonus egg. Yeah. It was a bonus. Yo, man, I edited. So we recorded for like 3 hours, and I edited down like you chatting. Like I edited down like you chatting what you were saying and stuff like that. And then like you know, sending us the eggs. You know, like we went through that, and then like going and hatching them. It was like, oh shit, like these hatched hella fast. And so like the last bonus egg that we had, you know, the last egg that was hatching, it was like, what is this gonna be? It was like supposed to be a surprise, and I was like, oh, it's probably like Lucario, right? And it was a level 1. It was a level 1 Gyarados. Okay, yo, Andolin is waiting for the shiny Mewtwo. W's Andolin. Yo, thank you for hanging out with me during this this shiny hunt. Yo, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. So Aubrey, we did not get the shiny on 589. Okay, but we are working towards 595, which is Marge's. Everyone gets a puppy if we get the shiny. Oh, okay, yo, okay. Andolin is volunteering, giving you guys a puppy for getting a shiny Mewtwo. So yeah. Just redeem your puppy once we get the shiny Mewtwo with Andolin, and she'll hook it up. Yo, there you go. There you go. Can I get a puppy for the shiny Mewtwo too? Yo, I want a puppy. I'll probably just you know, Mewtwo will probably be the puppy. Yeah, it'll be my puppy. Yeah, man. Yo, thank you guys. Yeah, everybody that's here that was helping me with the sword playthrough. I had so much fucking fun playing that game with you guys. It was so fun. I'm hoping that the Nuzlocke is going to be fairly similar, you know, because you guys are going to have a lot of say. I mean, the Nuzlocke is going to be pretty straightforward as far as like gameplay goes, but yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of say in like how we name our Pokemon and like what Pokemon we're using, and like yeah, getting our Pokemon to like the right levels and stuff like that. So yeah, it's gonna I think it's gonna be a lot more like inclusive with the chat during our Nuzlocke. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff up to you guys. So we'll probably have a lot of polls. Oh shit, I haven't made a poll today. Yo, yesterday we asked about which franchise would you want to see revisited now? And you guys voted for Captain Planet. Yo, W's Captain Planet. Okay. Man, let's see. I got to come up with a question for the poll. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot. Andolin, I think you gave me an idea for a question. This is going to be a simple question. I think at this point I need to add an option for both, because for me, it used to be one or the other, and now I'd say both for me. So let me go. Which one? There we go. Okay, we got... No. I'm just making a poll right now. Okay, yo. There we go. So you reminded me to make a poll. Yo, so there's a poll for you guys for today. Yo, I almost forgot to make a poll for today, and so there it is. Okay, you guys decide. Dogs, cats. Yo, okay, which one would you prefer? Dogs or cats? And I you know, like, I feel like at this point, you know, like where we're at and how pets are viewed as like as part of the family, I put in the option for both as well, just because you know, I think there's a lot of families and there's a lot of experience that I've had as an adult with with people's families where like, yo, I think yeah, I've gotten into like enjoying, like I think cats enjoy me, and I didn't know that when I was a kid. I didn't know, I thought like my dad was like, oh, I hate cats, and so I wanted to be a lot like my dad when I was a kid, and so I was like, okay, I hate cats too, but no, cats love me, and I love them as well. So W's pets. So I figure if you're a dog person though, that's cool. If you're a cat person, hell yeah. And then I gave you the option of both. So that's the poll for today. I like this poll. It's a pretty simple question, pretty easy to know and understand about yourself. So this is a pretty good question. Thank you for the inspiration, Andalyn. Thank you for the inspiration. I like both. Okay, hell yeah. I know you got your dog, I figured this is a fun question to get to know people and know where you're at. You could ask that out in your social circles, like, hey, are you a dog person or a cat person? But I figured here in Training Rulu, I think it's a good idea to give you the option of like, you guys like Pokemon, so you probably like both dogs and cats, kind of like Eevee, right? Eevee's both a dog and a cat. But yeah, there you go. Well, at least there's a poll up for today. I'll probably come up with a little bit more complicated question tomorrow. And yeah. But for today, simple, easy and simple. There you go. There's your poll for today. Okay. On the 600s, I need to make sure to add Prada onto the... Okay, so let me get that started too. All right, we're making our way to 598 for Cobalt's prediction. But yeah, I'm going to write down the predictions for 600s. Midnight. Dog, cat, that's me? Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Andalyn. Andalyn, do you have any cats? I've never had a cat. Well, no, I'm sorry. I have had a cat. When I was like 19, I had a cat. But I've never owned a cat for the entirety of its life. When I was 19, I had a cat, and my brother's family ended up adopting the cat, and got to have a good life with them. But yeah, I think I was probably too immature to be a pet owner at the time. But like that was my way of rebelling I think as like a young adult. My parents didn't let me have like pets growing up, like my own pet. Like I wanted a turtle, right? Because I loved Ninja Turtles, and I was like, I always wanted a turtle. And so I wrote an essay like on how to take care of a turtle, because like my mom didn't think I would. And she's like, you can have a turtle if you write an essay and do a report. So I did a report on turtles and never got a turtle. But my little brother got a turtle. Parenting. Okay, so so when I moved out of the house, I had like frogs and I had a bunny rabbit, and then I had a cat for a little while too. But yeah, I was pretty irresponsible as an 18-year-old. So that's too bad. Yeah, I wish I was better about keeping and taking care of pets, and I haven't had a pet since. So I do plan on, when I have like a house and a backyard and my own like plot of land, and I'm able to like have space and like the ability, I'm planning on having a couple of Rottweilers. I think I want to have I grew up with Rottweilers, and I want to have some Rottweilers when I have my own house. They're just beautiful dogs. You two look so angry. Yeah, yo, you're not the first one to say that. That it's interesting because I think he looks pensive. I think he looks like he's considering a lot, and I'd imagine so. I'd imagine he's considering quite a bit. Because like if he's angry, it's probably because Team Rocket just got done trying to control Mewtwo. Yeah, like in this game, I'd imagine. Well, shit, no, not in this game, but in the game of Red and Blue, I think Giovanni basically had just finished like trying to control Mewtwo, and Mewtwo finally escaped and made his way to Cerulean Cave. And so like there's a neat little like animated short where Red is talking to Professor Oak, and Blue is like beaten up, like he's beaten, thoroughly beaten. And so like Mewtwo faced off against Blue and like psychically like pushed his Blastoise into Blue, and so Blue is recovering, and like and so Red is talking to Oak and sees that Blue's like injured, and so Red goes to Cerulean Cave to take on this Mewtwo. Yo, and it's funny because like Red just beat Blue as a champion, and so now Red's going after, you know, like after Blue loses, he goes to take on Mewtwo. So that there's a short with that, and like Ash's Mega Charizard Mega Evolved for the first time, and Mr. Fuji is like in the background saying like Mega Evolution. Yo, the voice acting on that shit for Mr. Fuji was fucking hilarious. Mega Evolution. Yo, that shit was great. But yeah, his Mega Charizard X takes on Mewtwo, and they fight. But yeah, if Mewtwo's pissed, it's probably because he had been wearing armor that like stifled his power, and he had been like his creators were manipulating him to be. Mewtwo needs to chill out a bit. Yo, I don't know if you were created, and then you had to wear this like power dampening armor, and you were being manipulated, and then you finally break free of it. Yo, what do you think your feelings would be at that point? I think that's what Mewtwo's at. So like, yeah. There's a short that kind of like shows Mewtwo in Cerulean Cave, and he's like just ready to attack. So yeah, I think anger's in there. I think very considerate of like what has happened in his life, right? He's like, you will not control me, human. Yeah, that's probably where Mewtwo's at. He's only had a few experiences in his lifetime, and probably doesn't want to be manipulated anymore, I'd imagine. Okay, Necrotio for 632, and then Virgil for 667. Yo, W's. Oh, and Prada for 666. There we go, W's, guys. And then Father Elmo for 669. And then 673 for Aubrey. Yo, if you guys have any predictions, let me know. I'll take them down. 688. I didn't miss a 600, did I? No, Prada's the only like offshoot 600 that I have. Okay, so 689. Oh wait, 8 for Marge. Huh. And then 689 for Aubrey. And then 695 for Marge. And 698 for Cobalt. Hell yeah, W's, everybody. There we go. I've got the predictions down that are reoccurring. Yeah, if you want a reoccurring prediction on one of the numbers that we didn't mention, or if you want to try a prediction, let me know. And if you want a prediction for from 600 to 700, let me know. To be honest, he has every right to be angry. Mewtwo was created by bad people. Yeah, right? Like, yeah, my theory is like, and I think I've been bolstered in this theory while we've been talking about it. So I don't know. Maybe I could be very wrong, but I've been like kind of like going through the story of Giovanni in my head and like what's been going on with Giovanni. Yeah, I think that there was some sort of start to Giovanni's evil empire, right? Like, and for me, I think it was probably like smuggling Pokemon into the war as like an arms dealer type situation, and that's probably what launched Team Rocket to become like an entity, a corporate, like a corporate like mafia, pretty much. And so after the war, I'd imagine Giovanni made plenty of money, and so like he was the faceless leader of Team Rocket, while being a gym leader for the 8th gym in was it Viridian City? And so like yeah, he kept the guise of being a gym leader, but was secretly running and funding Team Rocket. And so because of his newfound money, he was able to fund the production of Mewtwo and the cloning of Mew. And so I propose that while Red meets Giovanni and he was trying to get the Master Ball, I think Giovanni is also negotiating the terms of like a corporate takeover to grow his wealth and to grow his merchant, his empire. Like, so I think as you meet Giovanni, he is starting to go into like corporate espionage and corporate takeovers. And that's where he's at when we first meet him. But since he stopped by Red, he starts considering like what it was like to be a Pokemon trainer, and like he starts considering what he's doing. But he takes on Red to kind of like test his values, right? In the meantime, like Mewtwo is being manipulated. It's already been created by Blaine's the one who finished the research, but Mr. Fuji and Blaine started doing the research to come up with the way of cloning Mew, and they succeeded. After Mr. Fuji left, Blaine was left with the research to finish Mewtwo, and Mewtwo is created. He's like instantly subjugated with like a power dampening armor, and realizes what Giovanni is doing and escapes, and definitely feels betrayed and manipulated, and feels like he needs a sense of control, I'm sure. So finds his way to Cerulean Cave, takes out Blue, yeah, and then takes on Red, and Red captures him in a Master Ball. There you go. There's the background for some theory crafting and what's happening with Giovanni and Mewtwo. To be honest, he has every right to be angry. Mewtwo was created by bad people. Yeah. Everyone give Mewtwo a hug. He's been through a lot. Yeah. Yo, man, if that's like how your life was starting out, and you get the understanding that that's what's happening to you, yo, yeah, let's give Mewtwo a big ass hug. All right, let's give Mewtwo a giant hug. Yo, and if you appreciate the lore and the theory crafting, if you're lurking and hanging out, please like the stream. I am trying to like build the channel up to 500 subscribers, and we've been on like a steady pace moving forward. So I'm trying new things by like, you know, I'm trying to like put hashtags on the descriptions, and I'm sharing whenever I'm streaming to social media, which I haven't been doing. So I'm starting to market the channel a little bit more, and I'm trying to get going. Yo, Roy, can I by chance send you music to play in your vids? I've considered it. So I'm considering it, Dialga. I'm still thinking about it because YouTube, like where I'm at with YouTube, I'm not like at a point that I'm monetized. So I think we could, in all good faith, play music and take the copyright hits and all that stuff. But the thing is, I want to be able to, like, in good graces, apply to Mewtwo so that they can say, okay, you have right now, I think we have like 700 videos in the last 90 days that we've done. We're close to that. And so, like, when I applied to YouTube, they're going to look through my record and see like what copyright strikes I have. So I don't want to apply to YouTube and have a shit ton of copyright strikes and be like, you can't do this. So that's kind of something I'm wary of, and I'm not really sure. I want to present myself professionally when I'm applying to YouTube, so that I could keep, you know, we can keep telling each other our stories. That's valuable to me, man. I really appreciate having the ability to do that with you guys. So I don't want to blow it. You know, I don't want to get to 500 subscribers and then lose the ability to to stream, to make this a career. You know what I mean? So yeah. So trying to grow, not trying to get flagged for anything. I've gotten rid of I've had 2 videos that have had copyright like strikes, but they weren't like penalties or anything like that. So it was like, so I've found better ways to get music on my edited videos and things like that. And we're looking a lot better. So I learned my lesson and I took those videos down. So when I get to 500 subscribers and when I am finally applying to be a partner with YouTube and we can get the YouTube partnership, when we finally get there, I won't have those copyright strikes, and I'm not planning on doing anything that's going to risk anything like that. I don't think you need music in your videos. You're great without it. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Andalin. Thank you. Yeah. But I appreciate the suggestion, Dialga. I just, that is like you're dancing a really fine line with music at any point in YouTube. Because I think it's because YouTube has its own music like channel, right? They have their own music property, and so that takes licensing, and it takes like the ability to have those things and able to put those labels and brands and licensed IP onto their channel. So I think they're pretty cognizant of it, and they run through every video that you do to check for it. So that's why I kind of stay away from music. But what I would say is when we get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're monetized and you guys are getting ads and stuff like that, I could probably get away with maybe doing some music reactions and things like that. So Andalin, I agree. I don't know if we need music, but I think the audience needs art, and the audience needs music, and people need some of that stuff. So I agree with it. I'm with it, and I would like to react to new songs and new things and try out stuff. But it's not typically what I'm inclined to do, but it would be cool to explore that. I just don't think we can do it until after like 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? I'll be right back. I need to feed my dog. Yo, W's, W's toy poodle. I'm rooting for your pup, Andolin. But yeah, GG's. Go. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Okay, we've gone through Midnight's predictions, and we just did Dialga's 605 prediction. Now we're working our way to to 610. But yeah, that's my understanding. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I'm right. You know, I don't know if I have the understanding that some people do. I've seen like Boltz's channel. He'll put up music all the time. And yesterday we talked with Cobalt about like when a certain album comes out, he's just gonna play the entire album with his community on his stream. But both Boltz and Cobalt are partnered with YouTube, and I'm not there yet. And I get there was like, I put up a like short one time with like doing Hisuian Lilligant, and I put an audio track behind it because it was all in fast forward, and it was like Hisuian Lilligant raids and stuff like that. So I cut all the raids together and put everything kind of in like fast forward and just played some music in the background, and that music got copyrighted, a copyright like warning. And then I also had a video up where I was drawing, and I put like I tried to find like a song that wasn't listed in the public domain, and that's how I was trying to find music. And so I found a song that wasn't listed in the public domain and put it on that video where I was drawing and stuff like that. And that ended up getting copyright flagged as well. And so both of those videos have been taken down, and my channel right now is pretty good. Like as far as like, we're clean as far as like copyright warnings and stuff like that. Oh, which is interesting because we did play Rocket League, and I wonder if there's like a streamer mode, because there's a song that played on Rocket League that was like stuff you would hear on the radio. So I was like, oh shit. Like, so the Pico Pals and I, like, we played Rocket League, and somehow that video got flagged on Chili's channel, but it didn't get flagged on my channel. And I can't remember what Assassin said about it. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that missed me. But yo, I'm glad it did. Because I don't want to necessarily take down any of the Pico Pals stuff that we do, because it changes my algorithm a little bit for the different games that we play. And I think that's a good thing. I don't know. It might not be. I know, like watching Cobalt, I'm picking up with Cobalt after he's been streaming for what sounds like years. And Cobalt has had like a channel that has been dedicated to like playing horror games, and like maining, like he got his channel got popular playing Poppy Playtime. And so I'm coming in on Cobalt's channel, where he is changing his horror channel to be more of like horror games that are like challenges. Like yesterday, he challenged himself to beat all 5 Poppy Playtime chapters. Otherwise, if he by a certain time, by 5 hours, right? He gave himself 5 hours, and if he didn't beat it in 5 hours, he was going to delete his channel. And so like that was what was on the line, and it was like crazy to watch, because like it kind of came down. Well, from my perspective, it looked like it was coming down to the wire. Everybody in his chat was like, "Your channel is going to be deleted. Your channel is going to be deleted," and I didn't know like how the story goes. From my perspective, I thought there might have been like a little bit more time on the story, but yeah, there was somebody like who had been a speedrunner, holds the world record in Cobalt's chat for like Poppy Playtime, like chapter 3 or something like that. And he was saying you're not going to make it and so I believed that, but I think he was trying to help build the suspense of like whether or not he would have his channel afterwards. But I didn't know when the chapter ended. I didn't know the story. I didn't know how like that game plays through. But yeah, it was fucking hilarious to see, because like he had 10 more minutes by the time he finished the game, and I was like looking at the computer like at the end of that scene and was like, yo, is it gonna talk to us, or like is it gonna tell us part of the story? You know, like I was thinking that it was gonna like monologue for another like certain amount of time before Cobalt had to end the stream and delete his channel. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was on edge. I was rooting for Cobalt like the whole time, dude. I was like, you got this, man. I know there's a couple times that I joked because like the rest of the chat was kind of like, yo, like you're gonna have to delete your channel. You're gonna have to delete your channel. And I joked about something, but I believed in Cobalt like the whole time. I was trying to cheer him on. And I was like, go, 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 go. You know, like I wanted him. There's like some points where he was like looking stuff up, and I was like, no, no, go, go, go. But yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun to watch, and that's the part of Cobalt's channel that I've come in on, and so he's already partnered with YouTube, and I know he's planning on doing like a stream where maybe he's like sitting down listening to an album of music with you guys, with his community, and you guys possibly. But yeah, it's cool, man. You know, it's this community, his community is pretty awesome to be joining and to like be a part of. But we have a community here, and I fucking love this community, and it's, you know, I think it's gonna grow eventually. But yo, I appreciate you guys for being here, and hopefully we have a long way to go. You know, like we've got, hopefully this journey is just an adventure for all of us, and that's what I really value about all of this is the journey that we all get to go on together. So I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are like the foundation of my channel. This channel has been up for about a year. Like we hit a year not too long ago, and we're at 365 subscribers, and yo, man, I hope that here soon we'll be able to like knock out the the 500 subscribers. I can apply to YouTube, and we can all celebrate that we made it to the partnership together. I really appreciate and value that you guys are here. So thank you for being a part of this journey with me. So yeah, I'm excited though. I think there's going to be a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipeline. I've got a lot of plans. I know we've talked about it a bunch, but what if you're new here, what I will say is that like there's a bunch of edited content that I plan on building once I'm partners with YouTube. There's going to be some series, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm getting better and better at editing as we go. Right now I'm kind of like it's going to be a very slow series because me and my brother are recording Pal World, but I've got on the channel my first edited series that we're doing on the channel before I become a YouTube partner. But I'm doing an edited series, and it's basically just because I appreciate you guys, and that way when we're not when we're not streaming, and if you want to watch some training reel, you have some content that you can check out. Because I'm streaming every day right now. I'm streaming with you. You guys show up every day. I'm showing up every day, and we're trying to make it fun. We do chat battles. We do the ranked battles from Z to A in Pokemon Legends ZA. And Snapesy let us know that that's coming up here soon. So yeah, there'll be a new rule set for ranked battles. So chat battles is something we do. We've done some like watch parties in the past, and I'd like to continue that. I got to do a watch party with Cobalt, and that was pretty cool. I try to do some fun stuff with you guys, and I'm trying to do some collaborations with YouTubers that have channels going. And we've done some shiny hunts. I'm gonna be doing a kind of a community thing tomorrow night, which will be the first time that I've streamed twice on a Tuesday in a long time. So tomorrow night, Cobalt is having like a community get together for his channel, and people are going to be able to play games, different games together. The only game that I think Cobalt has that's listed on his stream for tomorrow is Among Us. So we're gonna have like a little preview of this invitational that we got for Among Us tomorrow. But yeah, I think we'll play tomorrow a little bit with Cobalt, and I'll stream that with you guys. But it might be a short stream, and we'll just be hanging out with Cobalt and his community. So hopefully there's some cool. We'll be in the Discord call. But yeah, it'll be a fun collaboration, I think. But it'll be a preview to like it seems to me that'll be a preview to we got an invite, and there's a bunch of YouTubers that are joining a Discord that I'm in for a collaboration to play Among Us together, and it's going to be on Discord, so we'll all be able to speak with each other. But that collaboration so far it's getting pretty big, and I think right now we have like 7 people or so. So that's gonna continue that list is gonna continue to grow, and once we have enough people, we'll do the collaboration. But tomorrow night is gonna kind of be a preview of that. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And tomorrow morning we're gonna be with the Pico Pals. God, what are we playing tomorrow? I know Assassin mentioned it. Assassin mentioned what we're playing tomorrow, and I am having a tough time remembering. Let me see if it's on our Discord chat real quick. Okay. Pico Pals. Let me double check. Go. There we go. Man, I haven't been in the chat this week. Need to hop in there. Does it say? We were talking about how much we weigh and our heights? Okay. Fan service. We were talking about Marvel, of course. Assassin went and saw the new Spider-Man movie, and I was giving him a little teaser about I was trying to get him to say like who Sadie Sink's character was without saying it. I think I know who it is, and my get like this is not a spoiler at all, but like this is just my prediction. My prediction has always been that it's Jean Grey, and that's what I think. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think. Maybe it's like Mayday Parker or something like that. But like, why would she be psychic? I don't know, man. Like there's probably a telepath that's got red head that fits Sadie Sink, and I could be very, very wrong about like who it was. Okay, there it is. Okay, let me see. Turns out CapCut sucks. Okay, we talked about it. I'm gonna have to watch back Pico Pals. If you need to upload Stumble Guys is what we played last week. Oh, we didn't put it in chat. Okay, that's fine. So I'll be surprised. Well, I'll find out tonight. What I'll do for you guys, since we're talking about what we're playing on Pico Pals tomorrow, what I'll do is just send it in the Discord today. So if you're on Training Riolu's camp in Discord, I will I'll post it in the chat tonight, like what we're playing for Pico Pals tomorrow. I guess what I'll do is watch the Stumble Guys video back and just catch up with what we did last week. And I'm pretty sure we talked about it at the end of the stream, like what game we're playing tomorrow. I want to say, man, I think I'm just hopeful, but I'm hoping that we're playing Marvel Rivals tomorrow on Pico Pals. I just don't know, but I don't know. Yo, what's up, May? Hello, hello. May, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to the chat. Dude, that's cool. Okay, May in the chat is from one of Fire Nick's community, and that's one of the branches of communities that Cobalt is a part of. So yo, I'm so happy to see you, May. How are you doing? $20 like hype? Holy shit, yo, holy shit. Okay, yo, that's not quite the record, but yo, we could. It's possible because we've got 80 more resets to go, just about, and it's possible that we could get a record for likes on the channel. Yo, that would be insane if we could get a record for likes on the channel. Yo, if you haven't liked the stream yet, yo, please like. Let's see how freaking how high can we get on likes today? That would be crazy. Yo, it would be crazy. But May, happy Monday. I'm glad I was able to catch a stream. Yo, me too. Yo, I'm happy you're here. Yo, how's your day going today? How are you doing? Oh, yeah. So yeah, you're new here. So yeah, let me help you understand what we're doing on stream. Yo, this is crazy. Okay, all right, so right now, folks from the chat and my community have made like predictions on when we're going to get the shiny Mewtwo. Right now, I'm working towards 632 for Necroshio's prediction, and so if I land the shiny Mewtwo on one of your guys' predictions, I'm going to open up a couple packs of cards, and any of the hits that if I land on your guys' prediction, I'll open up those cards. Any of the hits I will like put in protective like plastic and mail off to you guys. So that's what's happening right now on the stream. So yeah, pick a prediction, yo, if you want to, and let me know. But I'm gonna go to 700 resets today, and you're welcome to pick a number that's reoccurring. So that way, if you miss a stream, I'll still have your prediction written down. But yo, oh, hi, Lily. Yo, Lily is also a member from Fire Nick's community. But yo, welcome to Training Riolu. Yo, okay, yo, guys, we're that's awesome. Yo, it's good to see you. It's good to see you guys here. I bought ice cream. Oh, I brought ice cream. Yo, okay, yo, the party's happening. Reminder to like the stream. It's free and it helps out Training Riolu. Yo, thank you. 9? Okay. Lily, would you like every 9 or I'm good. Just working on baking my cake. Oh, is that cake for your wedding, May? Okay, Lily guessed 9. Do you want that to be like every 9, Lily? Because right now we're past 9 out of oh, let me see. Let me make sure the counter's up. Okay, yeah, we're at 622 right now. But yeah, so I can do 709 once we make it to 709, and then you could also have 809, 909, 1009. All you could have every 9. Okay, yo, perfect. Lily, I've got you down for 9s. All the 9s. Beauty. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the prediction. I appreciate it, Lily. Thank you. Okay, yo, okay, May is making her cake for her wedding. Yo, W's May. We have another member of the community recently that was proposed to and engaged, but I don't know when her wedding is. But I know yours is coming up soon, yeah? Baking cake, hopefully it's chocolate. Yeah, I heard on Nick's stream the other night, May got a job offer at Game Freak. Yo, that's pretty sick. And then and just found out, you know, just got proposed to, I think, or found out that she's getting married, and they're getting married like with you know, like I think what, this week or like the beginning of next week. It's like really soon. From what I understood, it was 8 days, and I don't remember when Nick's stream was, so I think it was 8 days from when I heard about it. Congratulations, May. Yeah, yeah, congratulations, May. Lily said congrats. And Andolin said cake sounds good. Yo, I agree. Yo, Andolin, I want to go and like bake some Betty Crockers and get some Pillsbury frosting and just it's a wedding cake? Yeah, you can have a chocolate wedding cake, right? Right, Co? Yo, you could have a chocolate wedding. August 9th? Okay. Oh, it's going to be red velvet. That's classy. That's classy as hell. Yo, Co, I don't think it's dumb to have a chocolate wedding cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want chocolate, yo, it's your wedding. Get the flavor that you want. If you want like birthday sprinkles in your wedding cake, do it. Do what you want. You know what I mean? Yeah, red velvet is sick. That's a classy. That's like a tuxedo. Yeah, that's a black tie affair cake. Hell yeah, I appreciate that. Oh yeah, and I remember now too, like May and her fiance's tuxedo, May's wedding dress, and I think his name is he's got a cool name. It's like Kai. Yo, Cayenne, I think is his name, May. I'm sorry if I'm butchering his name, but May and her fiance are gonna be dressed like a Torchic. Yeah, her soon-to-be husband is going to be dressed in his suit as like a Torchic, and then May's wedding dress is gonna be themed off of Mudkip. Yo, so that's gonna be sick. That's awesome. Enjoy your cake, man. Yo, right? Yeah. Let's go bake some cake. Yo, I think I would either do like yellow cake with chocolate frosting. Yo, that for just some, you know, just to enjoy some cake, or do some white cake with like confetti frosting. Yeah. Yo, what's happening with the likes? What is happening with the likes? We're at 12 likes? Okay, I don't know, man. Yeah, last night, that's what your stream did too. The same thing happened to Nick. Yeah, that happened to your stream last night too. I don't know if you remember, but I was like, yo, certain amount of likes. I think it was like 29 likes, hype. I was like, let's get to 30. And then when you read it, it went down. When you read it, it was like down to like 24. So I watched your likes go up, and then there was like a sudden decrease on them. So yeah, I see 12 likes. I don't know. YouTube's wild. May said, since it's a Hoenn themed wedding, my dress is Mudkip themed, like my hair. And his name is Cayenne. Hell yeah, yo, I remembered his name. Okay, Cayenne's tuxedo and hair is based on Torchic. That's gonna be cool looking. Yo, what's going on with the likes? I don't know, man. I was hoping we could break the record. I guess not. Well, we might. I ended at 26 likes. Just checked. Yeah, dude, you were like at 29. Like halfway through your stream, you got up to 29. You were like this close to 30, and then when you checked it, it was like it went down to like 14, and then it got built. It built back up over the night. But yeah, I don't know what happened, Co. It was really weird. Yeah, what the heck? Yo, Andolin, yeah, what is going on with YouTube? Last week, YouTube was showing like 36 concurrent viewers, and the stream had gotten to like 180 views or something like that. That seems so out of like characteristic, but I don't know, man. Like we're at 116 views today. The rings are in there. Okay, yeah. Nick was saying like, and he sounded so proud. Yo, he said the rings were in a luxury ball. Yo, good call. But May said the rings are in a Pokeball. It's so perfect. It's all perfect. Yo, hey, my heartfelt congratulations, May. I'm really happy for you. You know, like, that's a big life, you know, yeah, it's a big life, like, milestone. But I'd say, like, what an awesome commitment, you know, to be with somebody and to decide each other for forever. Yo, I appreciate that. Yo, that's a beautiful sentiment, and I appreciate weddings and marriage for that amazing, you know, commitment to each other. Nick sounded like a proud dad. Yeah. It was cool to see, man. It was cool to see him so happy, and you know, I'm not a member in Fire Nick's channel, so I didn't get to join your member stream, but it sounded like you guys were having I saw all the notifications in Discord, and it sounded like you guys were having such a fun time. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hell yeah. So that was a fun time. It was cool to see you guys having a big party. That's awesome. But yeah, that's when you got, and you announced both things that night. Yeah, you announced your job with Game Freak, which is awesome, and then you announced your engagement. That's fucking awesome. I think Thor hit the like buttons with his hammer. Yo, Andolin. Yeah. So there was a short. Yo, we must have been doing too well. I don't know. My controller's not connecting. Connect. Thor was like, "Hey, I like this stream." And then he tapped it with Mjolnir. Why is it not it? Connect. Do it. It's been going so good. Why is this having a tough time? Should I grab the other controller maybe? Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to try the other controller. That's weird. Whoops, I accidentally picked up the Switch. Okay, let's try this one. Does that work? This is going to be weird because I'm on the other hand. Let's try let's try this out. Okay. I guess minus to skip the cutscene, yeah? And then this would be like A. Okay, alright. Is that gonna be the same thing as going to the home button? Yo, I hope this doesn't like take pictures. I almost forgot to subscribe, but now I did. Yo! Okay, that's gotta be like 360. Oh man, that feels so brand new. That's gotta be like 366 subscribers? Yo, thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Yeah, capture taken. How do I go to the home menu? Oh shit. Oh my god, that's so silly. Okay, all right. How do I set this up? Oh my gosh. Okay. Usually we use the green controller. So I haven't had to like do this. Okay. I think we got it though. Okay, all right. So we're at 6:30. Okay, we're having a weird moment with Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I'm using a different controller. It connected, and but this might be a little technical to try and figure out. So bear with me, chat. Okay, we got this shiny hunt going. Mewtwo is 630 resets in. Maybe it's possible that we get the shiny today, but how likely? Not likely, right? Okay, let's try and get this, though. All right, I'm going to have to hit the home button on the other controller while it's plugged in. Yeah, you do. Yeah, this is Do you see a Lucario plush? I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. I hope you see it. Yeah, this is my boy. Okay. Okay. Oh man, this is weird. It's weird using this other controller. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is so silly. Okay, yo, that's gonna be how we do this. You know what? I might switch the controller back because you can do all the functions from the other controller. Oh my gosh, this one will just take a bunch of pictures of Mewtwo. Do you guys want a bunch of pictures of Mewtwo? I think I'm good. I'm all right. We don't need that, but okay. Wild. This has never happened before. We've done like plenty of 4-hour streams before, and haven't had any issues with the controller. So this is kind of a new situation for us. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm making my way to 632 for Necrotio. Nick said that since I'm Mother May in chat, Cayenne is father. Yeah. Lucario is sleeping as always. Yo, have you guys seen my my little Riolu plushie? That's pretty adorable. All right. Okay. I got a little sleeping cutie Riolu. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Yo, look at this baby go. He's meditating and sleeping. He fell asleep meditating. Yo, W's Riolu. W's Riolu. Okay, we're at 631. Man, I think I'm gonna try and get on this next reset. I think I'm gonna pick up oh shit, your cat is causing chaos? Okay, yo, good luck. Yo, you know, Kitty's got like claws and crazy teeth, and he's got his like pointy ears. Yo, good luck with your chaos kitty. Yo, I wonder if it's like Shadow the Hedgehog, you know, like chaos control. You know what I mean? Like that's the kitty. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and switch this controller out. Okay. There we go. I think we got, okay, we're back. We're back. Okay, I'm back with the green controller. The pink one was kind of interesting feeling because it felt like brand new. But the green one I've been using for Let's Go Eevee this playthrough, and this playthrough has gone on for a few months, so I can tell like it feels like it's been used. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys have controllers that feel like that, but yeah, this controller is definitely like it's been used. The Chaos Kitty named Skitty because my cat's actual name is Skitty. Skitty the Chaos Kitty? Hell yeah. I'm hoping we get a little Chaos Kitty of our own. Mewtwo, you know? Like, I don't have any cats at my house, but yeah, adding Mewtwo to the Pokemon collection would be awesome. But yeah. Oh, congrats on your Skitty. I don't know how long you've had Skitty for, but a little chaos kitten, you know, like that might go a long way. Okay. All right, there's a long break between that last reset was Necrotio's prediction of 632. We're working our way to 667. I'm pretty sure that's right. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We're making our way to 666. Yo, Prada. Okay, so Prada made this call, I think when we first started the Mewtwo hunt. that we're gonna get the shiny Mewtwo at 666, right? Definitely not, you know, in remark to demons or hell or anything like that. It's just a prediction that means a lot to Prada for whatever reason. And so so yo, we could get the shiny on 666. I just kicked him out of the... Oh, now he's going to be a sad chaos kitty named Skitty. Yo. What a pity. Chaos kitty named Skitty. Yo. That's sad. Yo. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear it for chaos, but maybe, you know, maybe a little bit more peaceful for May. Yeah. W's May for peace. Yeah. Peaceful room is a happy room, you know? What a pity, Skitty the Chaos Kitty. Man, I don't know. Yeah, okay. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. There's a poll in the chat. So May, if you're a cat person, you're welcome to vote. Today's poll, Andalyn. Today's poll is brought to you by Andalyn. Yeah, she was talking about her puppy, and I was trying to figure out like, oh man, what's a good question for the poll today? Now I have frosting every. Oh no, wait, your cat didn't get into like your frosting, did she? Okay, is there any rhyme for frosting on her paws? Yo, there's I wish my brother was here. He's a lot better at this stuff than I am. Let's see. I have frosting everywhere. Skitty the Chaos Kitty. Wanted pity. But it put frosting all over your room. All over the kitchen. I don't know. Yeah. I was trying to say that. Okay, yo. Okay, yeah. You might have a better rhyme than I do, yo. You might have a better rhyme than I do, May. Yo, let me know if you have better puns. Yo, I'm all right at puns. You know, sometimes I have some good ones. Like last night, May. I don't know if you know this, but Cobalt streamed last night, and his channel was at risk. Oh wait, his channel was at risk. He was saying that like if he doesn't beat the 5 chapters of Poppy Playtime by a certain time, then he was going to delete his entire channel. And so okay, so he was talking about like Catnap, one of the Poppy Playtime toys, right? And he's like, Catnap's my favorite, you know. So I was like, oh dude, get his podograph, yo. There you go. So yo, sometimes I can be pretty good with puns, but not all the. I don't know why, but sometimes I just can't. I can't get the words right. You know, I can't get the puns out. So yeah, if you've got a better like frosting pun that goes with pity, kitty, chaos kitty, and skitty, yo, let me know. Okay, yeah, that works too. Yeah, there you go. You got Skitty the kitty that got into frosting and became the rocking kitty with an electric guitar. There you go. Hell yeah, kitty. All right, Bella, my cat, is a chaos kitty. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, okay. Did she get turned into a vampire? You know, like the Twilight. Yeah. The Twilight books. Bella is what? How did you come up with the name of Bella? Sorry for the Twilight reference. That's not everyone's cup of tea. I enjoyed the first couple books, but I fell off on the third one. I don't know. Yo, is that a hot take? There you go. There's my thoughts on Twilight. I was, yo, I wouldn't have read Twilight, but I was engaged. I was engaged, and my fiance loved the Twilight books, and so I was reading the Twilight books just to like see what she was into and what she liked, and I really enjoyed the first 2 books, and then the third one I was like, no, I'm done. I fell off. I do play the electric guitar, and I'm actually really good at it. Hell yeah. All right, what's your favorite song to play? Like, what's your favorite electric guitar? Like, what's your favorite song to play, and what's your favorite solo on the electric guitar? That's awesome. Yo, I don't play an instrument. We've talked about this on the channel before, but but I did some stupid shit as a kid, and I got kicked out of music class, basically. Oh shit. Okay, Lily. All right, yo. I don't know how, but when you said Bella, my cat, is a chaos kitty, the first thing that popped into my head was Twilight, and so I was like, I felt insensitive because I was like, yo, I'm just pushing this, random narrative onto your cat. But Lily came back and said, I named her Bella because I'm a Twilight fan. Yo, W's. Yo, I used my like vampire psychic abilities to guess that. Okay. Kobold's favorite is Dance of Eternity by Dream Theater. That's not the same band that we were. Is that the same band that we were talking about? That you put in the music chat, in the music channel, Cobalt. That's not the same band, is it? I don't know if I know Dream Theater, but I feel like I've heard of Dream Theater. Yeah, most of my music comes from my brother. Most of the music that I'm into has like been introduced to me by my brother. Well, most of the newer, I'll say that. I haven't like stayed in the realm of what music is doing, right? 64 different time signatures. Oh, wild. Okay, Sleep Token is not Dream Theater. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but you could see I'm not a big fan of Twilight, to be honest. That's fair enough. Like, I fell off on the 3rd book, but it's kind of neat because, and I could see where my fiance at the time was like interested in it because it was like had to do with our state. We're in Washington State, and it had to do with forks, and there's like vampires like killing people in Seattle and stuff like that. So yeah, like she had lived here her whole life. So that's kind of neat. That was kind of neat. And I felt like, it was kind of like she was able to relate to the character. Okay, so any song by MCR, but my favorite thing to solo is Seven Nation Army. Oh, that's what I do. W's on Seven Nation Army. I could appreciate that. Okay, Dance of Eternity by Dream Theater, 64 different time signatures. Nah, that's Sleep Token. Okay, so okay, yeah, okay, you can see how I like drew the connection, right? You got Sleep Token and you got Dream Theater. Okay, I definitely drew parallels between the two because like subconscious token and theater. I'm trying to put like I'm trying to come up with a pun or like a band name that would be in between. All right, a band name that would be in between Dream Theater and Sleep Token. We got subconscious ticket. There you go. All right, there you go. There, I'm making a band name right now. Anybody can have this band name. All right, it's in between. This band name is in between Dream Theater and Sleep Token. Here you go. You could have this. All right, subconscious ticket. There you go. I hope that's there you go. I'm not really a big fan of Twilight, to be honest. That's what I do. MCR. Oh, My Chemical Romance. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I didn't. I was in the military and in the Navy. Everything had acronyms, and so I stay away from acronyms pretty frequently, like it's some sort of plague. I don't even try to suss them out anymore. I do like Harry Potter. Now that's a classic. Yeah, I read Harry Potter, and it was kind of neat because I got to like be in the same grade as Harry Potter as the books were coming out. So my teenage years, my preteen and teenage years were lived as Harry Potter was living his teenage years. The Dream Theater. Okay, yo, May you down for Dream Theater? Avenged Sevenfold, Bullet for My Valentine, Pierce the Veil, A Day to Remember, All Time Low. Cobalt, have you checked out Greta Van Fleet? They're kind of like a baby. They're kind of like a baby Led Zeppelin. But yeah, great bands, absolutely. I saw Avenged Sevenfold in concert after their drummer died, and they did this really good tribute to their drummer. It was beautiful and emotional, and I got to see that like live in concert. It was really cool. I went to the Lions Roar tour, and so I got to see them in Chicago, and it was like Disturbed and Avenged Sevenfold were like the highlight bands, the bands that were like on stage for the longest. Lily Moon, you said, yeah, I'm a big Twilight fan. Read the books, seen the movies. I even read Stephenie Meyer's gender swapped remake of Twilight called Life and Death. Okay, yeah, Stephenie Meyers is the one who wrote Twilight. Yeah, so she made a new series and gender swapped the characters. Oh, okay. Yo, when will they come out with the movie for Life and Death? When do we get the Life and Death movie? Yeah. Yo, Twilight movies were not very good, in my opinion. What do you think about the Twilight movies, Lily? I feel like it was rough to watch. I appreciate that Robert Pattinson got like kind of like more screen time and some acting ability. He was able to play a character in Twilight, and he was in like that series, so I appreciate that for Robert Pattinson. GG's Mewtwo shine. Handle it. I agree. Mewtwo shine for us. Yeah, we believe in you. Okay, that's up. Yeah, W's in believing in Mewtwo. I do too. He's been through such a rough time. I appreciate how highly regarded Mewtwo is. People look at Mewtwo as like one of the most powerful Pokemon in Pokemon, and just as a matter of fact, like without any, comparing like base level stats or things along those lines, they're just like, no, Mewtwo all the way. And so I appreciate that. I appreciate that for Mewtwo, W's Mewtwo. But Cayenne does bass, and so we're kind of a duo. A bass and electric guitar duo? Okay, so when you guys play when you do your solo for Seven Nation Army, is Cayenne doing the bass? He's like boom. Bow, 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 bow. And then you're like, wow, we're gonna ride them off. Mewtwo becomes sick, please. We need you green. Yeah, even got gifts for Mewtwo. What the heck, man? Yeah. Let's bring Mewtwo to the Wizard of Oz. Let's bring him to the Wizard of Oz and make it like we'll bring Mewtwo to Oz, and he'll become like an emerald fellow. Correct. Okay, W's May and Cayenne. GG's on rocking out on some white stripes. I love it. That's cool. Are you guys gonna during oh man, okay, during your wedding ceremony, can you guys play together? Can you set up like you know, some amplifiers. I'm imagining and picturing, right? Like this doesn't this might not be anything like what your wedding is planned for or looks like. But yo, you've got your Mudkip, fit. You got your Mudkip wedding cosplay going, and then Cayenne has his Torchic wedding cosplay. Can you guys set up some amplifiers and you guys like have like on like some like stage? I imagine like a lattice like fence behind like a stage, and then there's like a couple of amplifiers and a couple of microphones, and you guys are plugged in, and before your like couples dance, your first dance together, maybe you guys just like rip on the guitar on your guitars and play some music for each other as the strong duo that you are. Yeah, there you go. There's some imagination. They won't. She just wrote the book for fans. Okay. Oh, shit. Stephanie Myers made a fanfic for people. Yo, that's great. I didn't know that, Lily. Yo, I didn't know that. That's fucking awesome. So like typically fans will make fanfic, right? But Stephanie Myers is like, yo, this is for the real ones. This is for the real ones. And so she wrote, what's it called? Life and Death? Yeah, she wrote Life and Death for all her fans. Okay, the only two characters that actually stayed the same gender were Charlie. Okay, Charlie and Renee. I don't remember Renee. I remember Charlie, Bella's dad, yeah? But the books all sort of is sort of a combination of all the books at once. Okay, yo. That's kind of neat. Okay. Yo, Cobalt said, I just play the drums. That's it. Yo, just play the drums, bro. Yo, it takes a level of rhythm that I've only practiced a little bit to be able to like have hand-eye coordination that works all in sync with how your brain works. Yo, that's a skill that I've never gotten to the echelon of, and I would love to be able to say, yo, I can play the drums, but no, I've tried. I've sat down at a drum set. I've sat down at like, I could say at least, and in all honesty, I've sat down at least 3 drum sets, and I've tried to like fuck around on the drums, and there's no natural ability for me to be rhythmically in tune with my hand-eye coordination. So that sucks. Yo, I don't have that. And then May said, I mean, we were planning to play Pokemon music, so that is possible. Yo, okay. Yo, yeah, good. Yo, I hope you do. Yo, if it was like my choice, I would say bust out some massive Toby Fox from Sword and Shield. Do either like Slumbering Wild and get those like wolf howls in the song, or do some like Gigantamax or Dynamax themes. Yo, there you go. That, yo, you can probably do that pretty easily with the electric guitar. Yo, and the bass, maybe. But yo, the Slumbering Wild is my like favorite song from Sword and Shield. My favorite. Yeah, Andelin's out there dabbing, yo. Hell yeah, Andelin. Yo, Andelin, I hope you're having fun with the stream today. Yo, I'm glad you've been able to stick around for so long. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I know it might be because I started stream a little bit earlier today. So yo, I'm glad you got to spend some most of your day with me. I'm enjoying having you in the comment section, in the chats. You know, it's nice having you in the chats. Thank you for hanging out, Andelin. Usually, I think I normally start stream a little bit later, and so Andelin, I feel bad because Andelin's like, oh, it's time for bed, and I was like, no, dude, I didn't mean to start so late. But yo, it's nice to be able to hang out with you, so thanks for being here. Yeah, we're at 653 resets. I'm going to 700 today, so hopefully we get the shiny before 700, but I mean, that is not very likely. I think we're gonna probably get it definitely after some sort of like thousands. 1,000 number, right? That's when I think we're gonna get it. But I will push through this week to try and get like 200 resets done a day. That's kind of the plan. Oh no, I guess, okay, no. The real plan is tomorrow I'm gonna be doing Pico Pals. I can't remember what game we're playing, but I'm hoping it's Marvel Rivals. We might play Marvel Rivals tomorrow with the Pico Pals. I could be wrong about that, but I'll post it in the Discord tonight once I find out. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back to do some shiny hunting for Mewtwo. But on Wednesday, I also am going to see my fur nephew. So I'll be taking some pictures of my my pup nephew and putting them in the Discord. So you guys are welcome to join the Discord to get some puppy pics. And then after I'm done hanging out with my fur nephew, I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna clean up after myself because you know, I don't want my roommates to have to see the mess I make in the kitchen. And then I'm gonna come down, set up stream, and we're gonna go back after Mewtwo. I plan on doing 200 resets. So we'll do 200 resets hopefully a day. So that'll be Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I feel like I have something coming up. Tuesday also, Cobalt is going to be having like a community game play together thing. And I can at least play Among Us with Cobalt. And I'm planning on maybe streaming just like kind of as a preview for the Among Us game. Because the games that he's planning on playing right now for his like 12-hour stream, I don't have all the games. So we can only really play with Training Riolu and Cobalt's you know, community stream that he's doing. We'll probably only be able to stream when we play Among Us. But that's going to be a preview of like a Among Us Invitational that we're going to be attending soon. So at least I think. That's how I understand what's happening. I got invited to an Among Us Invitational with Cobalt, and there's people that are signing up for the Among Us Invitational that we're going to be doing. And so we're all going to be on a Discord call, and we're going to be trying to figure out who the imposter is. So I think Tuesday is going to be kind of a preview of what that's going to look like. So that'll be cool. We'll probably stream that on Tuesday night. So yeah, this right now it's like 4:27 for me, so it's evening. You know, we're getting into the evening, and we got to start streaming about 3 hours ago. So oh man, yo, Andolin, I didn't mean to frighten you away, Andolin. Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been practicing on the piano. Okay, you got there's two instruments that I love very, very much. The piano. Well, most songs that are on the piano will strike this emotional key inside of me, and then the violin. Those are like powerful instruments. So Annalyn, I hope you're enjoying practicing the piano. You got some massive and incredible like songs that you can play on those keys. Good luck. And then Annalyn said, and sadly I have to go to bed. Bye, guys, and have a wonderful day. And then Annalyn said, Lord save me. Okay. Lord save Annalyn. Mewtwo, using your massive superhero powers, can you go and save Annalyn? So that way we can go to Oz and turn you green. There we go. Annalyn, I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's been nice having you in chat. Okay. And we're at 558 resets, but violin player here. Oh shit. Okay, you got electric guitar and violin. Hell yeah. W's May. And okay, we could get a band together. I mean, I like to sing. I'm not like the best at it, but I'm pretty sure I can make a song my own. You know what I'm saying? I'm rewatching Twilight on Disney Plus right now. W's Lily. Okay. You got a series that you love, You're hopping onto a streaming service and just like binging down on your favorite. That's what's up, man. I appreciate fandom for letting us have like the stories that are told and like the escapes that we get to have from stories and fans. You know, fan uh fandoms, I think is what I'm trying to say. There you go. So, yo, I'm glad you're indulging in your fandom of Twilight and you're hopping into Disney Plus to watch some Twilight. Yo, W's. Yo, for me, I had a tough time with those movies just because I read the books, I enjoyed the books, and I don't know if like the director really got what was happening in the books the way that like it comes across in the movie. So that's my thoughts, and that's how I felt about it. But yo, I'm not, I guess I'm not like, you know, part of that fandom in the way that some people, you know, most people that are. So yo, W's Lily for having an awesome fandom, because there's a lot of people that love Twilight. I appreciated the first two books. I will give it that. And then May said I can play 4 instruments. Okay. All right, can I guess one of them? Can I you told us 2, yeah? Like electric guitar, violin. Can I guess one? Yeah. Okay. I'm trying, yo, I've got a train of thought and I like where it's headed. But yeah, if you let me, if you're okay with it, let me guess one of those instruments. Right now with Mewtwo, we're working towards 666, which is the prediction that Prada gave us. If we can land the shiny Mewtwo on 666, I think Prada would probably name it Mewtos, you know, but yo, maybe we can get a cool demonic like name for Mewtwo on 666. Go ahead. Okay, yo. All right. My train of thought is like you play the guitar, and that's like fingers and the instrument and like being able to like land the note on the string on the chord that you're playing. Okay. And then violin, it's fairly similar. So there's like similar in the way that like you're landing your fingers on the chords that you're playing, but you get to like brush the bow over. That's my train of thought, over the strings. So my train of thought is landing on like maybe another instrument that has like you using your fingers to hit the chord in the way that like has that neck. So I'm gonna guess one of the instruments is like okay. Let me picture. Hold on. Oh man. I'm going ukulele, I'm going fiddle, and but I'm trying to think, what is that big ass bass? You know, like there's a bass that's like like almost as big as like man. I'm gonna guess that instrument, but I gotta figure out what it's called. Large bass instrument. The octo bass. String bass. Upright bass. Yo, okay, thank you, product. Yo, yeah. This is what I'm picturing. I don't know if you guys can see this. Yeah, you can. Okay. This is what I'm picturing. Upright bass. Okay. That's my guess. May said I play violin, electric guitar, piano, and flute. So you were wrong. Okay, yo. Hell yeah. W's on piano and W's on flute. I was just trying to stay away from wind instruments. Okay, you had the strings, so I figured I'd go along the lines of the strings. That was my thought process. Okay, but W's, hell yeah, May, you got a violin, electric guitar, piano, and flute. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. Yeah. Prada's like, go 6666. Yo, we're almost stuttered. Go 666. Yo, okay. We're almost there. We're almost there, Prada. We're almost there. Yo, thank you for tuning in to your prediction. Yo, I hope we get it. Yo, I hope we get our little green monster. You might name it Mewtwo, but that's perfect. But maybe we could get like a demonic cool name that you can pick. Yo, I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you. Every time I pull out Mewtwo, it's gonna be like, go Mewtwo's, and I'll feel uncomfortable and weird and embarrassed, but I'll have to get through that shame if that's the case. I'll have to like figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Prada, since you're here, I was gonna ask, are you going to be streaming Ash Wednesday soon? I know the last time we talked about it, you said, something about, like not making the effort to do the stream for Ash Wednesday, and like something about lazy. I would never call you lazy. I appreciate your streams, but that's so that's what I think you were talking about, and what you mentioned. Do you know like the next time that do you know the next time you're gonna stream? I know that new Pitch Black, those new Pitch Black cards is out. And I haven't seen anybody do any pulls from Pitch Black. So I think that there's like a full art like Psyduck, and there's a full art like Mega Darkrai. I got cards to open. Okay, W's. Okay, yeah. Let me know if you can. At least just post your Twitch when you're going to stream it. Share it to the Training Riolu like self promo. That way I could tune in. Like I'd like to tune in. So yeah. No pressure. Do it when you got to do it. When you can. All right, we made it. Prada, we're here. We're here at 666. May said my custom electric guitar cost me more than my entire kitchen. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Did you get a kitchen remodel? But that sounds like a powerful electric guitar, yeah? Yeah, I'm sorry for guessing wrong, but I was trying to go with and let you know my my train of thought. I was thinking along the lines of strings. I was figuring you got some chords down, you got like a finger placement and stuff like that. Obviously I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. I figured I'd stick it with that line of instrument playing. Okay. Hopefully you see where I was coming from. Ah, no. Okay, no. Motherfucker. Okay, we didn't get it on 666. Prada, one of these days we're gonna get a shiny on your prediction. That way I could say I got it on Prada's prediction, and that sounds so cool. But if we never do, maybe we could make we could do like a collaboration and have some like maybe do like a short podcast with each other and do Prada's predictions. Yeah, there we go. It's a mud. Oh shit. Okay, your custom electric guitar is a Mudkip themed electric guitar, and I am Mudkip master. Yeah, May the Mudkip. May from Hoenn is the Mudkip master. GG. I got to be present and witness like while you were in Nick's. Okay, we were in Nick's server, and I think I saw Lily. I think it was Lily that was streaming, and I saw her stream, and I was like, I wanted to show up and say hi, and she's like, join the call. And so while I think it was Lily Moon was streaming, and she was in a call with May, and so I joined the call, and I got to meet May for the first time, and then you were shiny hunting as well, and I got to be present for the shiny hunt of a Mudkip, and you got the shiny Mudkip, and you kept getting like landing shiny Zigzagoon somehow, which is crazy. But yo, you got the shiny Mudkip and you shared it. Yo, I was like, oh my god, yo, May got her shiny Mudkip. It was awesome. Okay, yo, okay. Prada said and you predicted that Prada's predicting that Mewtwo will be shiny someday. I think you're right, Prada. I think that's true, right? I think that's true. Virgil, we didn't get this shiny on 667, my dude. But Father Elmo, we're at 669. So your prediction is here. We're at your prediction, 669. Maybe we can get the shiny on this this very appropriate prediction. Yeah, like it's a appropriate number and all that stuff. Yeah, there we go. I got that Mudkip in 6 resets. It's so crazy. yeah. It was like shiny shiny Zigzagoon and Mudkip all in like 6 resets. That was crazy. That was yo. I had never heard of such a thing. It was wild. But yo, W's made. That was incredible luck. Okay, Mewtwo did not show up shiny for Father Elmo either. But yo, for Aubrey, maybe Mewtwo will. Aubrey made a prediction of 673, and we're about to work our way that way. We're working our way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. There you go. We're working to 673. I don't know what, yo, I don't know why I've been, ever since I started phrasing our shiny hunt in that way, that song gets in my head, and I woke up this morning and I was singing it. My roommate was like, where do you get these songs from? And I was like, yo, I was shiny hunting. I was shiny hunting and I was trying to get somebody's prediction. Yo, that's how I got the song in my head. It is. Yo, okay. Real Lou hears me scream on the call. What's wrong with me? I got zigged. Yeah, you got zigged and zagged. Yo, that's true. The shiny Zigzagoon, it was like out of your power to catch it. There's no way that you could get it because you have no Pokeballs. Yo, what the hell, Zigzagoon? What the fuck? Yeah, that was a fun call. Yeah, it's been nice to meet you so far, May, and I appreciate what a cool like significant member you are in Nick's community, and it's an honor to have you here. It's an honor to have you here on Training Riolu. So thank you so much. Okay, but honestly, like man, this channel has been like growing with the community that we have, and it is my honor to be here for you guys. So I really appreciate everybody that's been sticking around and hanging out with me and supporting this shiny hunt. This is funny. We played Let's Go Eevee because I was like frustrated about Pokemon Champions. I was like, I need a game that I'm going to love and enjoy, and I thoroughly have. Like playing Let's Go Eevee has been a lot of fun. We've gotten tons of shiny hunts done and out of the way. This has been kind of a really laid back challenge stream, and I've really enjoyed this series, but I am looking forward to our next series. We're going to be doing my first ever Nuzlocke. I'm also one of the clumsiest of Nick's members. Yeah. You know, I feel like there's an infamy around May, you know, like there's an infamy around May for the things that you've done, you know, to get hurt. Yeah, like getting struck by lightning, and I was in the stream where you jumped into the closet and you absolutely hit your head. I felt like that was coming, you know. You're like, I'm gonna go jump in the closet, and I was like, May's gonna hurt herself. So yeah, I saw that coming. You said you hit your head. I was like, okay, yeah, naturally, right? Like don't hurt yourself, May. We all want you to stay healthy, you know, like whole, healthy. We don't want you to lose any blood, you know, like don't cut yourself on things or run into things or get bit by dogs. Yo, nobody wants any of that stuff. Have you ever played any of the Mystery Dungeon games? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I have. And we have the mystery dungeon game for the Switch. So I know Assassin's been posting his playthrough on the Discord, but I have mystery dungeon as well. I have the same mystery dungeon on the Switch. So yeah, we can absolutely get through that. So here's my thought process. Yeah, I was thinking about ending this series when we defeat red and green. Okay, so I'm gonna get Mewtwo, and we'll end the series after we defeat red and green. Although I am curious, would you guys want to watch? Because I messed up. Okay, I caught Articuno shiny, and I didn't save. So so I don't have Articuno shiny on the team right now. Would you guys want me to correct that on stream with you guys, or is that I'm good with doing it off stream too? And then so that's up to you guys. If you guys want, I'll go back to Articuno, and we can nab the shiny. And I think what I would do is start back at where we started. I got Articuno at 1228, and I think we started the stream at 1100. So we could go through 1100 and start from there, and see what number of shiny we end up landing on for the second time. Yo, for the second hunt. Yo, Jesus Christ, dude. I'm worried about how long that's gonna take, but yeah, I wanted to get this Mewtwo hunt done with you guys. So but yeah, we have it on stream. I got the shiny Articuno. We caught it. I just was a bonehead and I didn't save. So the static encounter is still hanging out in Seafoam Islands. So yeah, let me know if you guys have an outpouring of letting me know that you want me to do Articuno with you. I will. All right. So that's part of what's going on with this series. Okay. The plan is to end the stream beating red and then beating green, and then the series will end. After that, I'm going to do my first Nuzlocke, and I'm going to have a poll for you guys to decide whether or not I'm going to be getting Leaf Green, and we can do a Nuzlocke in Leaf Green, or I have like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I have Scarlet and Violet, and I have Sword and Shield, and we could probably do a Nuzlocke in one of those games. And that's going to be really engaging with the audience, because you guys are going to name the Pokemon. You guys are going to, help me. You guys are going to walk me through that Nuzlocke pretty much. Not like necessarily walking me through, but you guys are going to be participating in the Nuzlocke, and we're going to find cool ways for you guys to participate. So, so yeah, I'm going to try not to kill you guys' Pokemon, and you guys are going to roast me for when I do. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be my first Nuzlocke. And then after that, I was planning on playing Lugia. Sorry. Gale of Darkness. Pokemon Gale of Darkness with you guys. And that series shouldn't last very long. I think that's going to be like 6 episodes. But I'm trying to get all the Pokemon in Pokemon Sword right now to set up Dynamax Adventures. So that way I have the shiny charm. So we could do Dynamax Adventures. And then the other thing that we could do... Articuno. No. Yeah, I know, man. I couldn't believe it. I opened up the game and fucking like my jaw hit the floor. It was so hard to see that Articuno was standing there. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, we succeeded in getting the shiny, and I failed you guys and I failed myself in keeping the shiny and keeping it. So let me know if you guys want to see the rest of that hunt. But I will absolutely be getting shiny Articuno either off stream or with you guys. So let me know. But yeah, that's the whole list of things I've survived. I survived getting struck by lightning. Yeah. That's a big one. Got pushed off a balcony due to my ex being a total ass. Got stabbed many times and even survived an earthquake. Yeah, I heard Nick was talking about the earthquake. Yeah, I didn't know about the rest of that stuff. Some of that sounds traumatic as fuck. I'm curious. I'm curious about like being struck by lightning. I mean, since that happened to you, would you mind sharing with us about that. You don't have to, like some of that stuff sounds very traumatic, and you know, I think there's a level of vulnerability that it would take to talk about some of that stuff. I think getting struck by lightning is part of that. So I don't want to push you into having a conversation or let me ask you about anything that you don't want to talk about. But I am curious about being struck by lightning, and like I have thought about, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like such a rare thing that you build up in your head, like as a kid, like things that you think about as a kid that don't happen to a lot of people. Shark attacks, getting struck by lightning. Like you think as a kid that this kind of stuff is like something that happens more often to people, but it's interesting growing up and realizing how rare it is. I'm fine with you sharing. I'm fine with sharing about it, but what exactly would you want to know? Yeah, I'm curious. Okay. When the lightning struck and and hit your body, I survived Whitney's milk tank. Seriously, man, I'm curious about like when the lightning struck and hit your body, what sensation did you feel? Because I've seen, what I'm curious about is like I've seen lightning strikes and it is damaging what it does to some of the things that it hits, like wood and sand, right? You've seen sand turn into like glass from lightning strikes. What is the sensation of that much electricity going into your body? I know that there's people that survive lightning strikes. So I am curious, like, how does that, what emotion does that invoke, and how does it physically feel to be like struck by lightning? Because that's what I'm curious about. I also survived. Yeah, dude, yo. Virgil, why yo, you were waiting for Wyatt to battle against him in chat battles, and it was solid. Yo, it was solid. That every single chat battle that you faced off against, you won, dude. It was incredible, man. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for chat battles. That shit was crazy. Virgil is the GOAT? Yeah, okay. That's true. 100% Virgil is the GOAT. I survived Wyatt's Draco Meteor. Okay, same question to you, Virgil. How did it feel, man? Like, what? Tell me emotionally, physically, what's happened to you? Let me know. I'm not as interested as in like what Draco Meteor feels like to you as I am in May letting me know about like the bolts of electricity that struck her. Okay, Draco Meteor hurts, man. I don't believe the fakeness. Okay, yo, W's Virgil. W's Virgil, you're a real one, dude. I appreciate you, man. It feels very numbing. And it hurts like fuck. But after a few minutes, it feels numb. And then no sensation for a while. So it feels like getting burnt and stabbed by a ton of needles. Okay. So I'm imagining that like that's super impactful on your like nervous system. Yo, thanks for sharing that, May. I appreciate it. Yo, that sounds wild. Yo, okay. So like the closest thing, I was an electrician in the military, and I've been shocked. I haven't been electrocuted, but yo, in the same vein as the story I was telling you guys about Stevie, on my first day, like working on the ship, I saw somebody, it was crazy. We were all down in the reefers, which is like the refrigerators, the motors that run the refrigerators. So we were in the reefers, right? And so there was a guy, and they were showing me the ropes. Basically, like somebody stood at the fucking switch, and the other guy was down in the machine, right? In the motor that runs the refrigerators. So the guy at the switch made sure that I was off. But while we were down there, like our superior came down, was walking down the stairs, and you can hear is like the sound of his footsteps, and people were like, oh shit, oh shit. So the guy at the switch turned it back on because it wasn't tagged out, which is like a process that takes hours to do, right? So it wasn't tagged out. So he turned the switch back on while the guy that was at the reefers was like in there with a screwdriver. So I saw I saw Johnson with his screwdriver, and he just like jolted and like froze up, and like the next thing I know, like the screwdriver like flies out of his hand. It was insane. It was insane. That was so fucking crazy to see. But like he ended up like he probably could have gone to medical. All right. He probably could have gone to medical and took care of his body, but instead he slept in my shop for like 3 days. Like we had muster and we had roll call and stuff like that, and we just like made reasons for him to be gone while he was sleeping in the shop for 3 days. That's fucking crazy. So don't get electrocuted, guys, and apparently, don't get struck by lightning either, because fuck that. Did you see the scar it left on my leg? No. I survived an earthquake too when I lived in Cali. It was Easter. I thought Jesus was coming. I thought Jesus was coming. I lived in California too, so there's been a handful of earthquakes that I've also survived. Yeah, me too. Yeah, earthquakes aren't. I think lightning is a much more rare instance, yeah, and a much more, I'd imagine, basically the way that Maze is describing it too, like a much more impactful natural disaster, right? A much more impactful natural disaster. There you go. Yo, thank you for sharing that, May. I appreciate it. I think Arceus just hates me. No. I think Arceus is allowing for these things for you to go through, so that way you could help people understand, like, how to avoid these things. Maybe that's better, or maybe that's not better. Maybe that's just like I think we all go through experiences so that we have like stories to tell. Maybe Arceus just really wants you to have a good story, May. I felt a minor earthquake in New York 2 years ago. Interesting tremor. I thought it was my video game. Oh, wow. Yo, wild. Okay, so you're sitting down playing. You're like looking at the TV, and then an earthquake goes off, and you're like looking at your controller like, what the fuck? Like, dude, what are you doing? I ripped my leg open partially. Oh, it ripped my leg open partially. Right, the exit wound from the electricity. Yeah, I'd imagine. Is that where your scar is? Because I'd imagine the electricity has to leave your body. Otherwise, if it stayed inside your body, your heart would probably fail, right? So like, it probably coursed through your body and grounded itself to the ground, and so it let like the electricity probably like split open your leg to escape. That's probably how that current came out. Yo, exactly. Yo, okay. That was a beautiful picture that you painted in my mind, and I was able to like I was able to recreate it for you, yo. Okay, Marge. So unfortunately, Marge, I wasn't able. Oh wait. This is your Marge. We're at your prediction right now. 688. Okay, there we go. Yep, it goes up my entire leg. Okay, yeah. Not the haptics. Yeah. Yeah, so Virgil was sitting there playing his game and is like, the haptic controllers are losing their mind. Like, I'm just standing here, his character's not doing anything, and then he goes through an earthquake, and then he's looking at he's like, what's going on with these haptic what's going on with these haptics on my controller, yo? That's funny. That's a funny ass that's a funny ass word, Prada, yo. W's Prada. Okay, Marge, we didn't get the shiny on 688, but we're at Aubrey's prediction of 689, and then after this we'll be working towards Marge's prediction of 695. I hope in these last few resets, like we've got about like 11 more resets to go. Maybe in these last resets we could find the shiny Mewtwo. But that's okay if we don't. We'll just start tomorrow at 700, and we'll make our way through to. Oh, tomorrow! Oh my God, no! Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm gonna be playing with the Pico Pals. I don't know what game we're playing. I hope it's Marvel Rivals. And then so tomorrow's Tuesday. We're gonna be doing Pico Pals, and then at night on Tuesday, I'm gonna be doing something special with Cobalt's community, and we're just gonna be hanging out, playing some Among Us over Discord. So it'll be kind of like a preview to this we're having an invitational for Among Us that people are getting invited to, and so I'll be a part of that, but tomorrow's going to be kind of a preview of it. So there we go. Okay, we're on our way to 690. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to have 2 streams, one in the morning and one in the evening. I'm going to be playing with the Pico Pals, and then I'm going to be doing an Among Us like preview of what our invitational is going to be like. So I hope you guys enjoy that show, I hope you guys enjoy the show. I was playing Dragon's Dogma 2, so there was haptics for sure. Okay, hell yeah. W's Dragon's Dogma 2. I hope you enjoyed playing that, Virgil. What do you think of that game? And then May said, yeah, my ex was a total ass and pushed me off a balcony, which I was fine due to landing in a bush and decided to punch him in the face. Okay. Yo, those are things that happen. And okay. So my thoughts around, I'm going to try and keep this brief because otherwise I'll go into it. But I don't condone abuse in relationships or in friendships or with animals or anything. Abuse is fucked. And so I'm sorry that sounds abusive, that somebody would push you off of a balcony. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I would hope that if that's something that you've gone through and that you experienced, I hope you have like somebody that you can talk to that can help you through like what that was like for you, because I don't want anybody to have to go through something like that and get brought to the point of like violence or fighting or anything along those lines. So I'm sorry, May. I'm sorry that you went through that, and I hope I would it might you might be fine and you might have dealt with it, but that might be something that might be a good idea to like talk to a therapist about that experience and what that was like for you, just to explore that a little bit, But yeah, that would be my recommendation, and I'm absolutely a proponent of therapy, because sometimes we've got werewolf problems and we need somebody who can make silver bullets. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. It was a fun game. 8 out of 10. Okay, yo, Dragon's Dogma was an 8 out of 10 from Virgil. Yo, Virgil, have you played Pragmata, by the way? Or have you guys played Pragmata, by the way? Like, that seems like a really cool game, and I liked the headlines around Pragmata because it was basically saying like, hey, a bunch of single dudes want to be dads now. So yo, I I liked that. I have many people, and my rule is if you dare strike me, I strike back harder, which I'm a black belt in karate. Oh, hell yeah. For being a black belt in karate. Okay. Yo, yeah, there you go. That is a philosophy to have. Certainly not my philosophy. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you, May. I'm glad that you have the ability to defend yourself and follow your philosophy of striking back harder. Okay, yo, just like Mewtwo, yo, strike back. Yeah, there you go. Mewtwo strikes back. There you go. But yeah, that's my philosophy. It's probably more centered on like the values I try to uphold with myself and things like that. So I definitely don't want to be taken advantage of in any way, but and I would stick up for myself in situations, but I think my values definitely are along the lines of like kindness and hope and love. Okay, Marge, we're at 695 and we're at your prediction. So there we go. Let's try and get this shiny Mewtwo. We got 5 more resets to go, and then I think Mewtwo, please be green. Mewtwo, please, or else I'm gonna scream. Yo, W's W's, man. Yo, okay. Yeah. Mewtwo, please be green. Mewtwo, please, or else I'm gonna scream. There you go. We got a good chant going for shiny Mewtwo. But yeah. If not Mewtwo, I'll be back tomorrow, man. I know we got to the point of Zapdos. I think we got the title of the video of when we got Zapdos was is Zapdos gonna be the beginning of my villain arc? Yo, and we got Zapdos that day. Yo, that was wild. That was pretty cool. Still here, just started stream, but here. Okay, yo, thank you, Ko. Okay, yeah. When we get to the end of this, I think we'll try it. I'll try and do a raid for Cobalt's stream. He's gonna be doing Tamagotchi Life with his wife, and it's really cool. Cobalt's got a cool new channel called Nintendo, and so they are playing Tamagotchi Life, and everybody in the chat can ask to be a part of the island, and so he's got a wheel of like the characters that he's making for the different people showing up on the island. And everybody that's in there is like, there's a bunch of streamers and people that are just watching the channel, and we're all hanging out on an island together. So it's like an island full of creators that are streaming and stuff like that. It's really cool, but it's a lot of fun. And what we'll do before we end here is we'll go and raid Nintendo. I might chill in Nick's voice chat for a while. Okay, yo, W's, May. Okay, yeah, we got 3 more resets, so we got a little bit of time left. But yo, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I'll definitely like give like some closing thoughts and end the stream the way we usually do, but and talk about like what we're doing tomorrow, but and going forward. But yeah, we're not quite there yet. Let's give Mewtwo a few more resets here. Let's give him a few more resets. This is Cobalt's prediction, by the way. So we're at 698. We're at Cobalt's prediction, and then maybe we can get the shiny right now. But yeah, May, if you want, I can take down any predictions that you have for Mewtwo going forward. We'll start at 700 tomorrow, and you're welcome to like leave like a prediction of when you think we'll get the shiny. And then if you want any reoccurring predictions, I could write that down for you too, and we could if I land the shiny on someone's prediction, I'm going to be opening up a couple of packs of cards, and we'll try and if the person that we land the shiny Mewtwo on, if we get the shiny on their prediction, I'll send the cards to them that we open up, or they, you know, if they don't want the cards, we can gift them in some way to somebody else. So there we go. That's what's going on. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come back. This channel is fucking awesome. Yo, thanks, May. Hell yeah. Yo, May, you're fucking awesome. There you go. There you go. Yeah, this channel is I've had an amazing time here, and the people that are here in this community and Training Riolu's community are amazing people that are doing amazing things, and it is so cool, and I am so excited for everybody's success and the things that they're going to be doing. So hell yeah, everybody. Hell yeah. Okay. After this Mewtwo, we'll go to one more. Nah, I'm a Mudkip. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. You could definitely be a Mudkip. I'll stay at Riolu. I'll stay at Lucario. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to evolve Riolu into Lucario. That's what we're doing on Training Riolu. There we go. Okay, one more to go, and then yo, sadly we'll end the stream today. Okay, yo. It's been a lot of fun though. Today's stream has been wild. There have been like 151 people that stopped by to check in, and at some point we had like a bunch of people in the concurrent viewers. So yo, thank you everybody that has stopped in and stayed and hopped in the chat and supported the channel. Yo, it's fucking awesome. Yo, I can't believe how much the channel has been growing recently, but I think it is definitely because, you know, there's a big community of streamers out there, and there is a big community of people out there that are supporting smaller creators, and I'm trying to be a part of some, trying to be a part of something, you know. So, but yeah, Training Riolu's got a lot of plans ahead. We got a bunch of edited content for when we're going to be partnered with YouTube that we will be doing on a weekly basis, which is going to be cool. But until then, I'm planning to stream every day, and so I'll be here every day. We'll do shiny hunts. We'll have like apparently Nuzlocke is going to be soon. We'll do some playthroughs, and we're going to be doing a lot of Pokemon content. But yeah, tomorrow's the Pico Pals. I'm going to be playing. I think we're doing I keep thinking we're doing Marvel Rivals, but it might not be. I can't remember. I'll find out tonight, and I'll send it to the Discord when I figure it out. But yeah, tomorrow's Pico Pals in the morning, and then Pico Pals in the morning, and I'm gonna be doing a special stream with Bolt later that night on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we'll hop back into the Mewtwo hunt. So yeah, I'm looking. We'll do 200 resets a day for Mewtwo until we get the shiny. So I'm looking forward to nabbing this shiny Mewtwo. I'm excited to do it with you guys. So hey, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yo, thank you so much for supporting the channel. Oh, we are going to let's raid Cobolt's stream, the Tamagotchi life thing that we were talking about. All right, yo. This is his channel right here. I think you guys can see this, yeah? So this is the graphic that you're looking for. But let me put this in the I'm gonna put this in the chat real quick. Oh, I guess I should end the poll too. Almost signed off. Here. This is what we're gonna raid. Yo, if you can, go to Cobolt's channel and just put like Training Riolu raid, or you know, like W's co, and then hashtag like Training Riolu. I'll be back, don't worry. Yo, thanks. It's me, Eek1. Yo, okay, so we're gonna be going to this stream over here for Cobolt's live. So okay, I'm ending here. please go check out Cobalt's channel and say hello. And then I will look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to level up. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!